Yo, yo, what up, everyone? Welcome back, or welcome to Normal Conversation episode 4 in the making. It is October 6th, 2024. A beautiful Sunday here in old New York City. I'm CTZee, accompanied by the man, the myth, the legend, Hues, or not Hues for some of you. Hues?
Not a beautiful day here.
No?
Not at all, no. It's fucking miserable out there. It's gray. Everything's gray.
Well, it's good to see you because you give color to my life, my man.
Wow, that's
pretty good.
Sure, yeah.
All right, I shouldn't use that one. That's fair. It's good to see you guys. I hope you've been well. I know I haven't, but just why I'm hoping you have because, life's been crazy lately. But we're back in action, able to do episode 4. Hughes, a lot of podcasts that I've read about. I think they don't make it to episode 4.
They don't make it to episode 4.
A
lot of people don't make it to episode 4.
90% of shows don't make it to episode 4. And then
is that actually what you were gonna say?
Yeah. Like episode 3 is like the weeding out period. Like
I was just being an asshole.
No. They actually
I didn't think that's what you were gonna say at all.
Yeah, no. I think it's like 90% of shows don't make it past episode 3 because they just like.
Because they know better. They're like, we should just quit while we're ahead. Meanwhile, we're gonna keep fucking digging this trench.
The honeymoon phase kind of fades, so they stop. But
that's fair.
That's why I wanted to eliminate that with just the content that we do because everything's new every week. Because we never will be the same. There's nothing we could do every week that'll be the same because we are a weekly reactive podcast radio show type beat. We download.
That's not true. I could do a Fortnite emote and pull my pants down every week.
That's
if
fine.
I did that every single week, then it's the same.
Yeah, but
and that would probably end up being the thing that people tune in for.
You could have different pants on. You could pull.
I wouldn't have any.
You say pull your pants down.
Yeah, but I would pull them down off camera.
Oh, okay.
And then by the time I get on camera, it's just the fucking lunch meat special, I was gonna say so. Oh, did you see? I sent you a clip of Fortnite Friday.
I didn't see that. I did see that, but I didn't get to watch it.
He had George Santos on. I didn't watch a second of it. I didn't know Fortnite Friday was a thing. I opened up Twitter, and it was the only thing I was seeing all night.
You wrote,
I have nothing to say.
Cooked.
Yeah, well, yeah, because what was he talking about? They were talking about some sort of crisis. They were like, well, I think that we should, maybe, invest more money in social programs and build homeless shelters instead of just, shooting homeless people in the head. And the guy was like, well, I don't know, you got to consider. And then they win, and he's like, oh, huge dub. And I was just like, oh, no.
Well, we actually have a Fortnite clip or a Fortnite piece of news coming up, so we'll be able to.
Great,
it's a good segue,
awesome,
man.
Love it. Really getting tapped in with the audience for this show.
Yo,
they're gonna fucking eat that up.
It is October, man. I'm not a huge October fan personally. More of a November guy, but October video game wise is gonna be fucking crazy, dude.
You're a November guy.
I like November.
You might be the only.
October.
I think you're the only November guy.
No way. Dude.
I think if there was a group for fans of every month, you would have to start the November one because nobody else would.
I'm not saying November is my favorite. I just like it more than October. I don't like it.
Well, what is your favorite? You're
favorite?
A July guy or some shit. June or July or something.
I love
July,
fucking
dude. dead middle of
July.
summer. Fucking, you're such a walking stereotype.
That's supposed to mean? What is that? I like February too.
Horrible months.
Why?
Bad
Why
months.
is that
I feel like
month?
I feel like if you polled people, this could be a segment on the show we might have just unearthed. I think if you polled people their favorite times of year, February's got to be low.
No one
people
likes
are
February.
killing themselves left and right. Nobody likes. People are like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
This shit sucks.
People actually don't like
February sucks.
There's
nothing good about February. It's not the excitement it's not the excitement of the newness of January. February is when you're like, well, fuck, all right, fucking 11 more of these.
So, I was born in February. That's enough, isn't it? Lincoln was born.
That's your number 2. That's your number 2 guy. To be like,
Day.
dude, my month is sick. Lincoln.
Valentine's Day is pretty fun sometimes.
I'm still on the fence about whether or not he was even real.
February in Tampa is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess.
February
it's the
in
only time
the
it's
Northeast stinks.
It's the only time it's bearable. It gets down to a nice, cool, chilly 70.
Yeah, it's It's overall bad month. I mean,
Horrible, terrible vibes all over February.
well, I think it's cool because
Just
I was
bad.
born there.
I mean, you got Valentine's Day.
That's what I said.
I can't hear anything. I think my headset just died for good.
You can't hear me
Right now. Right here. Not even kidding.
You can't hear me.
I can read your lips.
Okay. Well, do you have other headphones?
Nope.
What are we gonna do? Do you want me
I
to?
don't know. We'll figure it out. It's fine.
Well, you
They're
can hear
working
me
now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're working
all right.
now.
We're gonna
We'll
have
figure
to.
it out.
We're gonna have to speed. We're gonna speed run the show until your headphones.
Yeah, this is going to be a 20-minute episode.
But yeah, February. No, February is not that bad, honestly, because it's
Pretty
like
bad.
it's on the precipice
Maybe
of
the worst.
spring.
It's maybe
You
the
know,
worst.
spring's coming up. You're out. You're through like the first month of everything. January stinks. January is
Might
gonna be
rank.
the worst month.
Better.
January is not better.
Better than February.
No.
At least January is like New Year.
March is objectively
The
horrible.
excitement of a new year.
March is horrible.
March pretty bad.
March is
Maybe
March
better
is
than
wor-
February,
March
though.
is worse than February.
Better than February.
No, April's
The
not
weather
bad.
starts to get better.
So are we just basing this off of weather?
February's just living in like the sludge of the winter where all the snow is fucking brown and muddy and dirty and gross.
We're just
before it goes
basing
away.
the best months off of weather then, nothing else.
There's no other talking points about
Holidays.
February though.
People's birthdays, days
Okay.
off,
Well, okay.
and
Well, there's
weather.
Valentine's Day and what else though in February?
President's
Arbor
Day,
Day or some shit. I don't know.
Super
Nobody
Bowl.
fucking cares about that shit. I don't care about that.
my
shit.
birthday, leap day. You know,
Well,
like
yeah, that's like once every 17 years or some shit.
4. That's
Whatever,
cool though.
Same thing.
January's got New Year's Day, MLK Day. That's it.
What are you saying about that?
That's all.
That's
That's
it?
all January has.
Oh, so that one doesn't matter to you?
I'm
is
not
what you're
saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying it doesn't. There's nothing else in January that's good. March has nothing. Easter,
Yeah, that's true.
maybe every now and again is. Oh, St. Patrick's Day is in March. That's an objectively good holiday.
Yeah, we're dedicating way too much time to February right now. This is fucked up. This is fucked up how much screen time February just stole
April's
from us.
not bad. April Fool's Day is lame.
What do they say about April showers?
Spring
Something
Mayflowers.
about fucking... Yeah, who fucking cares?
May's
that shit's
not
lame.
bad.
Whoever came up with that, they should throw rocks at them.
April, I mean, opening day in baseball's there. You got the finals.
No one cares.
You
Dead
got
sport.
Okay, wrong. No, finals are in June. It's starting to get nice out. June's pretty good. July's my favorite. August is nice. August is like the dog days. August
What
has
does that
no
even
holidays
mean?
though. August
What
has
does that even mean?
the dog days of summer. The hottest days are in August. August has 0 holidays though.
Why are those the dog days? Because dogs die? Because people leave them in cars?
that's
Because
what-
it's hot
no.
and it's hot and the dogs die? These are the
Define-
dog days. These are where all
define
the dogs start dying. Because
dog
we leave
days.
dogs in hot cars and it's too hot and they die.
Refers to particularly hot and humid weather occurring during the summer months of July and August. They are historically the period following the hellacial rising of the star system Sirius, which Hellenistic astrology connected with heat, drought, sudden thunderstorms, lethargy, fever, mad dogs, and bad luck.
It's witchcraft shit?
No, it's astrology.
I didn't know you were
I
like
guess
a
it is.
witchcraft guy.
There is a
Yeah, it's
song
all the
about
same
it.
shit. Fucking brewing potions and cauldrons.
Those
And
lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Do you hear that song? No?
we're going to vault this episode. This can't see the light of day. This is the worst content we've ever made. This is fucking bad. Maybe this is why people stop before episode 4. Because this is what happens
it's
once
fine.
you get to episode
No,
4.
it's fine. We got plenty of stuff to talk about, man. We got plenty of stuff to talk
This,
about.
this podcast
Dude.
sucks.
All right, that hurts. I've been getting grilled like a lot lately, like from everybody in my life, and it's not even like it's very unwarranted. Like sometimes I'll egg it on or I'll do something where people I deserve to be grilled, but lately it's just been like I've been a target for everybody in my life, work, a lot of things. It's been
Yeah, I
it's
don't
been
know. Everybody's in
wild.
a bad mood. It's in the air.
I think it is. So
Economy shit.
I want to make sure I'm not lagging out here.
I'm about to get hit with a natural disaster
Yeah,
of
dude.
biblical proportions.
You got Milton on the way, dude. It's going right
Yeah.
at Tampa. It's gonna be a
My
Cat
buddy
3
Milton.
in Tampa.
Yeah, my buddy Milton's knocking on the door. He's coming to visit.
Do you remember what they used to say when we were in school? What would happen if a fucking hurricane hit Tampa? It would cease to exist. It's the worst city. Hurricane. Let me restart that. Tampa ranks last in the cities of Florida for hurricane preparedness. Like, it is not capable of having a hurricane.
Yeah, it's a city on the water, and they built their hospital on an island off the shore, which is like some real fucking like fairy tale movie bullshit. Like a level of stupidity that you wouldn't think exists in real life.
I actually didn't think how stupid that was until you just said that. It is so dumb.
Like in an emergency, the hospital of all places, they're like, just fucking, I don't know, put it out on an island, like it's the Teen Titans Tower or some shit. Just fucking, what could possibly go wrong? They're just putting people in rowboats to get them out to the fucking hospital.
It's a pain in the ass to get to Tampa General. It is a pain in the ass that you mentioned that, but
I don't know. I'm not a city planner. I played City Skylines for like 2 hours. I'm no expert.
I haven't played that game yet. Anyways, my mans, we got a lot to catch up on. We're in here last week. We got some crazy stuff happening in the world. We got some crazy stuff happening in the science and tech world. We got some video games to talk about. We got some music stuff to talk about. Some very famous people died. We got a lot to unpack here, man. I don't know.
Can't be that famous. I don't know him.
Pete Rose. Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, that's true. I did forget about Mutombo. Rest in peace.
Anyways, we'll start with something you posted here. You're a big space guy, right?
Sometimes.
Apparently,
when the need arises.
Apparently, a section of the International Space Station is leaky.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to?
Apparently, it has been for like, I forget how long it said, like 10 years or some shit.
Since 2019.
Okay, 5 years. It was 5, not 10. But still, they're like, yeah, there's a leak in this. Isn't that like the number one thing that is like, if this happens in space, you're dead? Like, of all the things that could possibly go, that's like number one on the list. And they're like, yeah, there's a leak in the International Space Station, and we've known about it for 5 years, but I'm sure it's fine.
I don't know what's leaking. There's no air up there. Or is that what's leaking out of space?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Probably the space is getting in.
So
the air is getting out.
Apparently,
it's in the Russian wing.
This leak, which is found within a tunnel that connects to a docking station. That was for you.
You gonna do anything with that?
That's all right.
Oh, you wanted me to? Okay.
No, I was saying that was for you. It's identified increased leak rate, so it's leaking more. Like
Same here.
So apparently the U.S. is collaborating with the Russian space program, so that's good.
Classic.
So
always.
Our foreign affairs are in place apparently.
When are we not collaborating with the Russians?
So they're trying to ascertain its source on board the dated station. Both agencies have narrowed their focus to internal and external welds at this time. So they're trying to just fucking burn it back together. In the worst case scenario, the Russians may need to permanently shut down the hatch area around the leaks, leaving their section with only 3 docking ports. So
how do you weld in space?
I don't know how you weld and not in space.
That's a good point, but you can't have fire in space because there's no air. There's no oxygen.
Well, there's oxygen inside of the space station, right?
Are they going to weld it from inside?
What's the difference between welding it from inside and outside?
I don't know. In the movie Event Horizon, they have to go outside and weld the spaceship from the outside, and that's my only point of reference, so I assume that they have to weld from the outside.
When you have a hole in the boat, you don't patch it from the outside.
I've never had a hole in any boat.
When you play Sea of Thieves.
I've been on a boat like twice in my life.
Play Sea of Thieves. You got to go in the bottom, bail the water out, and put the planks up. You don't go outside, dive underneath.
That's true.
And put the.
But you're not welding. That'd be crazy if they added welding to see it. New season comes out soon, next couple days. Maybe they're adding welding.
Are you jumping back in?
That'd be nuts. You get hit with a cannonball and you look over and your partner fucking pulls down the mask and he's. But the ships are still just made out of wood, so
it just burns.
It's not doing anything. You just burns a hole in the wood.
I haven't really.
Now we're doing Sea of Thieves content, folks.
I haven't really. I really watched much of. Or played much of Sea of Thieves. The Sea of Thieves is your domain, man. So
it's a great game to play with friends.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, don't play it alone. Not worth your time.
I want to make sure that. So we're doing a recording on the back end here, so I want to make sure everything's good here. Just checking out things. Apparently we have a lag, but I don't think it's on my end because I have not dropped any frames here. So
Well, it can't possibly be on my end, so
Yes, because you're not doing anything.
it's out of our hands.
Anyways, we'll have to keep an eye out on the leaky ISS, dude.
Yeah,
The
if you
ISS
see
has
any, like,
IBS.
a Russian astronaut might end up crash landing in your backyard because he fucking fell through the hole in the ISS.
I don't have a backyard. I have a roof, though.
Yeah, nobody has a backyard these days. I just dated myself. Shows how old I am.
My mom's got a
All
backyard.
the kids listening have no idea what I'm talking about.
No.
People aren't allowed to have backyards anymore. Nobody owns houses. Kids are growing up in apartments now.
Well, all the backyards in Florida are gone, apparently, in North Carolina and Georgia. Because of this fucking hurricane.
Yeah.
You're in Florida, man. How was the hurricane for you?
Honestly,
Eyewitness
if you
report.
didn't tell me it was a hurricane, I would have just been like, oh yeah, we got some rain last night.
That was it.
Yeah. Literally. There were like points throughout the night where my mom was texting me. She was like, how's it going over there? And I would like pull the curtains open and like it wasn't even raining.
Oh,
There was barely
right.
even
You
any
did
wind
send me a
blowing.
video that was like,
I sent you a video and I was like, it's bone dry out here. Like, but then you see videos like a couple miles away downtown and it's like the fucking Kraken is emerging from the ocean. So I don't know. It's crazy. We were just in like a safe pocket of it. So yeah, I'm just kind of holding out hopes that I think we're going to get smacked directly in the face with a Cat 3 in a couple days here. I think we're just going to be in a little pocket where it just kind of, it goes right around us and we'll be fine.
I saw some, this guy, I forget his name, Mike something. He's on Instagram. He's like a meteorologist in Tampa. And his house has the like a icon on his map, and then where the center of the storm is directly over his house in Tampa.
So he was asking for it. He was tempting the fates.
No, it's the one that's coming up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Milton.
He's been doing he's onto something is what it is. He was about to expose big storm, big weather, and they were like, drop a fucking hurricane right on his goddamn house. The people who control the weather machine, they were like, I want a Category 3 hurricane on. It's like a drone strike. They were like, drone strike his house with a hurricane right now.
The amount of people that actually are like convinced that the Democratic regime currently is making all these hurricanes hit Republican stronghold cities is insane to me. Like
They're onto something.
I had to get off Twitter because all these people
gotta be
are
real.
like, they're like, look at the path of this hurricane and look where all these people are voting, and it was just like this huge cone of interpretation of where the hurricane could go, and it was just a smattering of like Republican and Democratic. It was like didn't show anything. It was just like a map.
I saw a comment the other day that made me lock my phone and put it away, and it wasn't about a political party, but it like started off as a conversation about music, and then the conversation in the comments ended up culminating in a comment that said, we all know they control the weather. And I just locked my phone and put it away. I was like, oh no. Dude, I've spent too much time online.
It's insane to me how like people get so crazy especially during the political season, man. It's like bad. It's real bad.
Yeah, every couple of days I'm reminded how like just absolutely fucking brain dead the average person is. And I don't know if it makes me feel better about myself or just worse about the fact that I have to like, I don't know, I have to go get in my car and drive later. And the guy who thinks that this group of people controls the weather might be in the lane next to me. Like I might try to indicate to get over and he's in my blind spot. And now my life is in the hands of the guy who's on Instagram going, they control the weather. Like, I'm fucked.
So all these people too, apparently in Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina, I thought this was interesting because we lived in Florida. You currently do. Less than 1% of these households had flood insurance. So all of these fucking people that didn't have flood, like there's so many people that just lost everything. Helene was one of the biggest hurricanes it's like actually one of the deadliest ones now. I'm not going to talk about the deadliness part, but in terms of like sheer damage, like inland, like Tennessee, like I would never, like if you're living in Tennessee, you're not going to think, damn, I'm really nervous about hurricane season. But like they got fucked. North Carolina
got hit really bad. Yeah, I have a lot of friends and like mutual people on Twitter and stuff, or just people that I've met from Twitch that are in Asheville, North Carolina, and like some of the videos and stuff they've put, like some of them You remember Jay Fillet?
Yeah.
Good buddy of mine from the TST community back in the day. I've been seeing him posting on Twitter about like him and so many of his friends just didn't have contact with anybody for like days after the hurricane, and like people's whole houses have just been like demolished and shit, which is crazy because like you said, it's like North Carolina.
Yeah,
I would not assume.
And where they're at in terms of like, I don't know if it's terms of like height or whatever, but like flooding there is almost impossible. But I also read something. Helene dropped 40 trillion tons of rain on its path through the fucking states.
Jesus Christ.
It's just, it absolutely is crazy, and it overwhelms so many people. But yeah, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, just 2% of households in counties that are declared a federal disaster have FEMA flood insurance. And in South Carolina, just 0.5% of the 770,000 households in disaster counties have FEMA insurance. North Carolina is at 0.8%. So these, like, that's also another thing. What was the hurricane that came? I don't remember, but it came through, like, Palm Beach last year, and it just destroyed West Palm Beach. Was it Ian?
I don't know. I don't really remember any of the names.
But with that and the quote-unquote, whether you believe in it or not, I do, climate change.
Control
and, like,
machines?
Of course. And the rising sea levels and whatnot, like, buying insurance, flood insurance is, like, or just insurance in general down there is, like, impossible. Because these companies don't want to insure these homes because they're just disaster. They're like bullseyes, you know?
Yeah,
so
it's just waiting to happen.
It's pretty crazy. Obviously, thoughts with everybody dealing with this shit. Also,
and now we got another one coming.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I know you can take care of yourself, but I'm pretty nervous for you.
Yeah, I'll be all right. I'm like 5 stories off the ground, so as far as flooding goes, I'm fine. As long as my windows don't get like blown out.
Your windows can get blown in. So
nah, I'll just fucking get away from them. I'll just stand away from them. I'll be all right.
That's fair. But yeah, thoughts of everybody fucking affected by that. This shit is crazy. Yeah. But I was reading a lot about FEMA and how they work, and a lot of people are really upset that like FEMA's not doing more. It's like you don't really know how government works, and you think people could just walk into your. It's not like people are like. It's not like FEMA can't just like go to Home Depot, buy a bunch of wood, and start building. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different like regulations and shit, and there's a whole lot of people. And it's just a lot. It's a very tense situation and whatnot. But just this whole thing, the situation sucks a lot. But yeah, a lot of people don't have the money for insurance. FEMA's like apparently running out of money.
It's because we're sending it all to the damn Russians.
Yeah, to fix that.
We're spending it all on buying TikTok from China.
They got to fix that leak in the ISS.
True. That's where the hurricanes are coming from.
But it is what it is.
Horrible way to end that segment.
I'm saying, like, what can we
it is
do?
what
It is what it is. You know?
I know what you meant.
So, you know what else is what it is? McDonald's. You're a big McDonald's guy. Actually, I've never seen you
I
eat
don't think
McDonald's
I've had
in your
McDonald's. I don't think I've had McDonald's since in like 3rd grade.
Apparently, they're finally selling the chicken Big Mac in the United States. So there's apparently this sandwich in European and other McDonald's areas that they have a chicken Big Mac. You had a Big Mac before? You know what a Big Mac is, right?
A burger.
Yes.
Why are you squinting like that was some like
I'm trying to
on a technicality? It's like, a burger.
No. Sorry.
You were like, it's more than that actually.
No, I was thinking of like how I could. You were right, but I was thinking of like how I was gonna talk about this, and it just hit me all at once.
McDonald's is doing a chicken sandwich as if there's no fucking competition
so they rolled
in that
out
space.
They rolled out this Big Mac, chicken Big Mac in the States. Or, sorry, the United Kingdom, and it's sold out in 10 days. But the United Kingdom doesn't really know what good food is anyways, so, like...
That's true.
Well, no. The United Kingdom knows what good food is, but they aren't the origins of it.
They import it. Yeah, they import it from other places.
Like, I don't really know if they know anything over there. No. But, yeah, but the chicken Big Mac, which is considered its beefy sibling to the regular Big Mac, is coming to the States. It includes 2 tempura chicken patties, the signature Big Mac sauce, pickles, shredded lettuce, and a slice of American cheese.
Lazy marketing. Bad.
So
Just chicken Big Mac.
yeah, I don't know.
Mac. Something about Mac just sounds like it has to be a burger.
I'm with
You
you.
got to come up with a new name for chicken.
I'm
I
with
don't
you.
even know where Mac comes from, other than just McDonald's. I don't know if there's any, but like, it just sounds like beef.
I think it's McDonald's, the Big Mac.
Yeah, I realized that as I was saying it, so I
okay.
was trying to kind of just gloss over it
okay.
because I realized it was one of the dumbest things ever. But chicken, you gotta rebrand the chicken. Big Mac.
I think like 2 years ago was the chicken sandwich craze, like fucking Popeyes,
Yeah, they missed that big time.
Wendy's,
Yeah, it was
Chick-fil-A.
the Civil War.
Yeah, people were
They
going
were
to
in the
Popeyes
trenches out
getting
there.
upset. Remember they were yelling.
We got that all-time picture of the lady out in back of the Popeyes who's just sitting on the bench, just like fucking
Ripping
like
a fucking
Kobe in the
boat.
shower. Yeah,
Great.
yeah. Dude, they were in the trenches. Those poor workers.
But
And now it's time for the McDonald's workers to pay their dues. People are gonna be fucking tearing their doors down trying to get the McReginald. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a good name for a chicken sandwich.
the McReginald is not bad.
McReginald sounds well. It came from overseas, right? It came from the UK, so I'm trying to make it sound like
Well, they debuted
like
it in the
British.
UK, yeah.
yeah, Reginald. I feel like all every teenage boy over there is named like Reginald or Leopold or some shit. They all have like the worst fucking bowl cut you've ever seen.
Yeah, honestly, you're not wrong because a few people I met that like from Ireland that live in New York City, his name's like Gary, Joe. It's just like the most generic fucking
The
names.
most normal
Gary,
names,
Joe.
yeah.
No, it's like all like they're generic, so the UK definitely is what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely try it. I'm gonna
You
go
should do a review.
I'm gonna go snag a chicken Big Mac. Oh, I will do.
You should get a McReginald next episode and eat it
McReginald.
on the show.
But I also wanted to point out, I think McDonald's, their promotions, they're always banging. Everything they come out with always sells fast. Like the McRib, always bangs when it comes back. The Szechuan sauce, remember when that came back out? They debuted that a few years ago with Rick and Morty. No, you don't remember that?
I'm not in the McDonald's streets. I don't
That's
keep
fair.
up with the McDonald's.
But
I don't check the item shop every week.
The promotion, the Grimace shake, that exploded.
Oh yeah.
Like their marketing is very good. So I'm a big fan of.
I mean, yeah, it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
You can't fucking.
Also, their
I feel
stock's
like they could
pretty
do
good.
anything.
Their stock is.
Yeah,
pretty
they could do literally anything.
Let's see what their stock is at right now.
McDonald's should start doing hot dogs. Cause why not? It's McDonald's. Just fucking might as well.
Dude,
You know.
you think you could guess what a single share of McDonald's is right now?
I don't know. It's all fucking imaginary. It's all just people in suits making shit up. One single share of McDonald's is $97.
Not even close.
That like it's too low or
It's
too
too
high?
low. $303 a share, dude.
Damn. It's almost a Bitcoin.
I also don't know what you're paying for. What are you
Yeah, I don't
investing in?
know. I don't know. It's all just fucking imaginary. It's all just Monopoly. It's all just a game for like fucking rich people to gamble.
Do you think McDonald's will go out of business in our lifetime?
No, absolutely not. No.
I think Starbucks might.
Maybe I could see that. I think McDonald's is too rooted in like the American culture for them to let it fail. There's too many fucking old-fashioned American people who are like, McDonald's is the idea. They have this idea about McDonald's that it's like some dude just like pulled up his bootstraps and was like, I want to sell burgers and I'm going to get to the fucking top. And now anytime there's a conversation about minimum wage, they're like, if you're working a minimum wage job, all you got to do is pull up your bootstraps and you can be fucking Ronald McDonald if you just flip those burgers better.
I'm pretty sure McDonald's only really got popular because of their speed. I think that was it.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
it was one of the first fast food places.
It
so
wasn't
it was
even-
like
it wasn't
that
even-
was the appeal.
It wasn't even because it was like good food. It was fast.
No, it's never been good food.
Yeah.
It's never at any point been
Dude, the
good
fish
food.
fillet sandwich from McDonald's is actually not bad though.
I can't imagine what that does to the inside of your stomach.
Dude, fish fillet is pretty good, man. Even like the few people that I like watch that are like fitness guys, like that's like something they will actually get from McDonald's because it's like good, like high protein or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, well, fish is insanely high protein.
I mean,
But
it's
it also
also
gives you
gross.
like fucking metal poisoning if you eat too much of it.
It's
so
also
that's,
gross.
That's a
'Cause
tricky
the
one.
fish fillet is just piece of like a square piece of fish with bread in it, and you don't even. It's just like, why? What kind of fish is this?
Not natural, not real. Did not come from planet Earth. It was made in a lab in fucking Wuhan.
Okay. So is
A
it
different lab.
that's
A different one.
That's still Earth though.
They do other stuff there.
It's still Earth.
Yeah, barely.
It's-
Depends who you ask.
Okay. Anyways, speaking of the United Kingdom, they closed their last coal power plant, which is a big deal.
Wow. Well, what else do they have? I thought that was kind
I'm
of their
pretty
whole
sure
thing.
they all went to. I don't know. We can read about it. But after 140 years, why is this? I'm sorry if you could hear my computer. 142 years. They've been using it, and they closed their last power plant. Is it called a power plant? Fossil fuel
Yeah,
producer. I
coal
don't know.
power plant.
But it was running since 1967. This last coal power station, and they're going
Nuclear.
I don't know what they're going, but they're,
Nuclear fission. I don't know anything about power. I don't know anything about radiation or nuclear power plants or any. I don't know any of it.
They're
But
really
it just sounds insane in
they're
theory.
really big in wind, solar, hydro. Other I don't know what other is, but apparently so. I mean I don't really know anything about renewable energy and whatnot either, but like nuclear renewables is in the technology behind it today in this day and age is super like safe now. The way you can like dispose of it and reuse it and keep it clean. It's super clean. It's super efficient.
What is
It's-
nuclear?
Yeah, like nuclear power plants are actually like very 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 efficiently like it's
This sounds like the most propaganda
No,
shit. They're gonna
no,
play this
I'm
clip
not
in like a
saying-
documentary in like 50 years,
I'm
where
not-
it's like they had convinced the public that it was actually good for you, and he was like, "I'm actually trying to get somebody to come dump some nuclear in my backyard." Actually,
I'm
I
not
heard that it's
saying-
really good.
This isn't me like saying we should switch to nuclear. I was reading like I don't know if we should or not. I don't know the prices of it. I don't know the efficiency of it, like long term, the safety of it long term. I'm just saying like the technology that I read behind it, it is very promising and it actually seems pretty legitimate. So I don't know.
Except for when it like gives people insta
Yeah,
cancer
except
just
when
because they're
Japan
like
put-
exposed to it for a
Because
second.
Japan put 2 nuclear power plants on the fucking coast, and then they got hit by a tsunami, and it leaked into
Yeah,
the
well, and we
ocean.
put hospitals on the coast, so we all make mistakes, you know. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
I feel like between wind, solar, and water, I feel like that's like that could really just be it. I feel like that's all the power we need.
not gas.
But I always see the article that's like people getting huge arguments about it. I don't know the legitimacy of it or whatever, but it's like the reason that big corporations and governments and stuff don't want to invest more in those is because they can't control them.
Yeah.
It's like there's almost two. Like when there's in a bunch, like the sun's out every fucking day, unless you live in England or some shit, then you see it like twice a year. But
Yeah.
in most places, the sun's out every day, so that's like nonstop power, guaranteed every day.
That's a
And
challenge.
it's like, how do you control the price of something?
Yeah, I mean that's a challenge. Like coal is pretty
How is
much
it a challenge?
No,
though?
I'm saying like coal is available at all times. That's why it was so heavily used, and like wind and solar are limited by weather conditions. Just how it is.
Oh, yeah.
You're totally right. So that's like it's a challenge going forward. I mean, I think there's like a. I mean, I don't really know anymore, considering what the United States is doing, government like what they're in treaty wise and whatnot. But like
What do you
there's
mean you don't know what the government's doing?
Well,
I
like-
thought you were tapped in.
no, like they pulled
I
out
thought
of
you
the
had connections.
the treaty agreement that like the environmental shit or whatever. I don't know like what the plan is for the states in general, but a lot of these countries worldwide, I mean, for now they're like by 2050 we're going to be carbon neutral and whatnot. It's like you're probably lying.
We're not making it that
Yeah,
far.
I-
Yeah, we're not.
so-
We're not going to see
But
the
there's
day.
like there's a dedication to it, at least in some pockets of the world, that they're trying to like push this like renewable stuff. So
It'd be sick if we could harness solar power somewhere like Florida where we get a lot of sun, and then we could just export it. We could export sunshine to other places that don't get it, to like the Ukraine or something, where it's just like overcast every day. So then, like, when you talk- Yeah, when you talk to your obnoxious family members back home, they're like, "Hey, why don't you send some of that back home?" You'd be like, "We do actually, and you guys pay us good money for it, so
We
we're
should
building
be able
infrastructure
to harness
with it."
sunshine. So would we harness? What were we trying to harness?
I don't know, power. You fucking
no.
send it on a cable or something. I don't know how this shit
I'm
works.
saying, would you try and? Are we marketing it like you can? Here's the benefits of solar power, or are we giving them like the light? Or is it a 1-2 punch here?
We're selling them sunshine.
Okay, sounds good.
Don't dig too deep into it. It's falling apart. This is a fucking paper mache house of cards.
You should go work for Sunny D. That's a fire marketing ploy. We're selling you sunshine. Or Tropicana.
Did they go out of business yet?
Sunny D?
Sunny D? Are they even still around? I feel like who even talks about when we were kids, Sunny D was the shit.
Yeah.
That was like
no,
the
remember
fountain
we
of
just
youth
drank
in a
Sunny D
bottle,
vodka seltzers last summer. Remember?
Oh, they're trying. They are trying hard to stay relevant in this climate. The kids grew up and now they're drinking fucking seltzers. Where did we go wrong?
They're owned by Sunny Delight Beverages, which is still around.
Sunny D is weird because it's like not orange juice
No, it's
almost.
drink.
It's weird.
It's orange.
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's the yoo-hoo of
Yeah,
orange
chocolate
juice.
drink.
It's like
No, you're so right.
it's just a weird, gross, nondescript. It's like water that somebody like dropped a little bit of orange juice in. And you're like, oh, why is this? It's just like a flat drink that has like a weird taste.
And it was kind of sour. It was like a little bit bitter when you.
Yeah.
It was a little bit. I remember it used to come in those really small ass bottles.
Yeah, you just absolutely.
What else did you drink when you were
into us
younger?
as kids?
You don't drink anymore. I used to drink Sunny D, Capri
My own
Sun.
pee once or twice, probably. You tried.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, all right. Lie for the show.
I'm not afraid to lie.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not. I
Dude,
mean, I'm
I
not
know you're
afraid
not
to
afraid to
tell the
lie because you're
truth.
doing it right
I'm not
now.
afraid
You're
to
putting
tell
on a
the
big
truth.
front. Oh, Mr. Cool Guy didn't drink
You
his own
Hawaiian
pee.
Punch
All right.
guy?
You're the coolest guy I've ever been in my life.
You Hawaiian Punch
Hawaiian
guy?
Punch? No, that shit's disgusting.
you're
Why would I
drinking
drink Hawaiian?
piss?
Yeah.
Hawaiian Punch.
No, I don't actually think I ever drank my own pee unless I was like in the pool. But that hardly
Yeah,
even
that's-
counts. It's so diluted by the
Yeah,
time it
that's
gets in
fine.
you.
Yeah,
It's more chlorine than anything, which is probably worse for you.
probably.
On those survival shows, they're always drinking their own pee. They're never drinking chlorine, so
Yeah, I don't know about why the people do that.
you got to maintain the minerals, brother. You can't waste those good minerals.
That's fair.
So you just pee them right back into your own mouth. You're like a never-ending Ouroboros of just maintaining all the
Infinity
minerals
pool
and
of
vitamins.
hydration.
It's a great movie, Infinity Pool.
There's a movie called Infinity Pool.
Yeah, Mia Goth.
Have you ever been in an infinity pool?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like
That's just a pool that never ends.
it's like
I don't know.
fuck you, dude.
I don't even know what that would look like. How's that even possible?
No, it's like it's a pool obviously, but where there's like a drop off at some point and it looks like it's like a waterfall. So the water like falls, it like basically is leaving the pool and it falls down and then it's brought back up.
Oh, like the ones you always see, like in
At, like,
California,
resorts.
like the hills, like the
Yeah.
Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
Like whenever in a movie, they always have like
Yep.
the water.
Yep.
Okay.
That's an infinity pool.
Yeah.
I've been in
Know
a
what you're
couple.
talking about.
They're
Never been in one.
they're
I don't know.
fucking
I don't
whatever.
have-
It's just a fucking pool.
I don't have access to the upper crust of society like
I was
that.
at a hotel.
So I think the only pools I've ever been in are inflatable.
That's
Only pool we had when I was a kid was when you put a tarp in the bed of your uncle's truck and you fill it up with water, and you and your 13 cousins get in there and start splashing around. That's the
Yeah.
only pool we had. You and your 15 cousins in the
was-
back of your uncle's truck, pool truck,
You
drinking
get
fucking
tetanus.
natty lights. Drinking
Oh,
natty
you're
lights, getting
crushing-
tetanus from fucking crushing so many beers. Yeah, I got tetanus because I was drinking so much beer. Because I got tetanus from fucking drinking so much beer.
That's so hardcore, dude.
Fucking smoking so many cigs and fucking so many bitches. I got
How
tetanus.
old were you, dude?
I don't know, like 9.
Damn, bro.
I was like 9.
Just ripping Marlboro Reds, crushing
Drinking mad beers.
getting
So many beers, I got tetanus. Just drinking so many beers, I got tetanus. from the metal on the cans.
Stupid fucking thing. It's aluminum.
You just had to be there. You wouldn't get
Aluminum
it.
can.
You wouldn't get it. You were in infinity pools.
What are you drinking out of metal cans?
You were in infinity pools in the Hollywood Hills. I was getting tetanus from drinking beers in my uncle's truck pool.
What kind of water did you fill it up with? Hose water? Or rainwater?
Beer. Probably. Yeah, that dude, hose water hit so crazy when you were a kid.
Oh,
even though
that's
it's like
another
kind
thing
of
I miss drinking, dude.
on a
Yeah.
tier list of water, it's like one of the worst, grossest kind of waters. But when you're a kid, water
Oh,
straight
yeah.
from the hose is like a fucking. That's like straight out of the Bible. That's holy water.
That's how I learned about burning myself, man.
With water.
Because, like, you were outside all summer. Like, it was a hot summer day. I was playing outside. I was like, I need something to drink. And I would turn the water on the hose. And it was so piping hot the first, like, 3 seconds. And I remember drinking it and just, like, scorched my mouth. And I
Oh
learned
hell
about
yeah,
hot
sick.
water.
Burning yourself on the inside is dope.
Yeah,
That's great.
it
That's
fucking
awesome.
hurt so bad. I remember that. I vividly
believe
remember
it.
that. So, anyways.
What were we talking about? What was the article? What are we talking about? McDonald's? Fish sandwiches or some shit?
We were talking about the coal power being discontinued from the UK.
Nobody cares about that shit
Well, yeah,
anymore.
no, it doesn't matter anymore. Just getting tetanus, crushing too much beer. So, here's one for you though. So the
Oh, yeah.
Supreme Court is going to weigh in on Mexico's $10 billion lawsuit against the United States gun makers. So
Interesting.
Mexico is suing or filed a lawsuit against the U.S. gun manufacturers over allegations that their commercial practices have helped cause much bloodshed in Mexico. So they're like, let's not identify the current problem in our country. Let's blame the states and their gun manufacturers. So
We're probably fucking selling guns
for
to the
sure.
cartel. I believe it.
Mexico
We'll sell guns to anybody.
Mexico is arguing that the companies of these gun manufacturers, these gun manufacturing companies, excuse me, they knew these weapons were being sold to traffickers who smuggled them into Mexico, and they decided to cash in on that market. The government has estimated 70% of the weapons trafficked into Mexico come from the United States. So,
I feel like 70% of the guns in the world probably come from the United States at this point.
yeah. So
We
Smith
got
and
gun shops on every corner like a fucking McDonald's.
do you think the gun manufacturers are going to start promoting the chicken Big Mac?
Dude, a deal?
Little-
That would be crazy.
little
You go get the
collaboration.
chicken, you get the McReginald, and you go across the street and you show them your receipt and you get like half off a Sig Sauer. You get to go home with a fucking Glock.
So, defendants in this case are Smith & Wesson, Beretta, Colt, and Glock. There you go. They say Mexico has
Know
not
it.
shown the industry has purposely done anything to allow the weapons to be used by cartels and is trying to quote-unquote bully gun makers into adopting gun control measures. This was originally filed in 21. The lawsuit was tossed out by district court who cited legal protections from gun makers from damages resulting from criminal use of firearms. But now the Supreme Court's going to weigh in on it. I don't really know what they're going to prove that has not already been proven.
I respect the confidence of whoever is trying to push this case to try and get these gun manufacturers to adhere to gun control when gun control is literally just like way less guns. You're going to the company that makes and sells guns
Yeah.
and you're like, listen, I really think you should just subscribe to this idea I got. Just hear me out. Ready? Way less guns. We stop making them. We stop selling them. And they're like, that's what we do. That's like if you went to Best Buy and you're like, look, technology, I think it's dangerous. I'm thinking we cut the amount of technology we use and sell by like 90%. And Best Buy's like, the fuck are we going to sell?
What I'm getting out of this, however, is that Mexico doesn't even fucking care that these gun manufacturers are making guns. They just want $10 billion.
Yeah,
they're
who
like-
doesn't? I mean, honestly,
Like,
it's
you
smart.
pay us $10 billion, be cool. We'll be
America's
all
not a country, it's a company. So you kind of got to treat it that way.
right. I
I
agree.
respect it.
Yeah, I agree. So
But
that
no, we're definitely 100% selling fucking assault rifles to the cartel.
so
What are you going to do? Oh, well.
You know what I am going
Price
to do?
pay.
You know what I am going to do is that after I go get a McReagan from McDonald's,
No.
I'm going to go over to Wendy's.
I think they already have that. I think they've had that for decades.
I'm going to go over to Wendy's and grab a Krabby Patty. So the Wendy's is doing a Krabby Patty collab, dude, for a limited time, nationwide. Because SpongeBob is 25 years old this year.
That's crazy.
Did you know we were older than SpongeBob? I didn't think we were. Just feels like it was around before our time. No? Okay.
No, that makes sense to me. That sounds about right.
So the collab features 2 menu items that will be available at Wendy's restaurants nationwide for a limited time. The pineapple, Under the Sea Frosty, which is a vanilla Frosty with a pineapple mango flavored puree swirl, my man. First of its kind.
They're trying too hard.
And Krabby Patty Collab Burger, which is the restaurant's take on the famous cartoon burger, which features a quarter pound of beef, 2 slices of melty American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, and a quote-unquote top secret Krabby Collab sauce on a toasted bun.
It's ranch.
So this collab begins October 8th in U.S., Canada, and Guam, but it was debuted in Los Angeles on October 7th, so tomorrow.
I didn't know they ride for SpongeBob like that in Guam.
Yeah, neither did I.
That's a huge pull. It's in the U.S., Canada, and Guam.
Yeah.
They must have been writing hella letters. I don't know how you get those things in your city or your country. I assume you just write a lot of letters and you go like, please give us the Krabby Patty, Wendy.
That's what
They're writing letters to Wendy.
that's what
They're like,
Guam's
here in
doing."
Guam. Yeah. They're like, here in Guam, we all keep pictures of SpongeBob by our bed. We need this more than we need water.
So, the animated show first premiered in 1999. This is the first time the Krabby Patty has been, like, quote-unquote, created. So, the Krabby Patty collab is spelled with a K. So,
Dangerous
Yeah.
marketing campaign they're running with here.
KPK. So, are you going to stop by?
No.
Did we ever go to Wendy's? I think we made a few Wendy's runs in our time.
0.
No, we got the 4 for $4.
I don't think I've ever eaten Wendy's in my life once. I don't really go to fast food
I feel like
places.
we
I probably haven't had McDonald's or Burger King since I was in like 3rd grade probably. I don't think I've ever had Wendy's in my entire life as long as I've lived.
You were definitely in the car with me when I went to Wendy's.
You do
though.
this like every week where you're like, we definitely went to this place that I've never been to ever,
It
not
was
even
right next to the
once.
Taco
You're like,
Bell.
I think I remember.
We would go
I'm
to
pretty
Taco
sure we
Bell.
went to Niagara Falls together
No,
that
we-
one
we-
time.
We would
Oh
go to
my
Taco
God.
Bell. We would go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, of course.
We had
Yeah,
some
all the
Taco
time.
Bell runs.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I'm not denying that. I mean, hey, guilty as charged, you know? I love a Crunchwrap Supreme. Fucking throw the cuffs on me.
When I asked for an Xbox
You know what I'm saying?
from the Taco Bell
What's up?
drive-thru.
Oh, yeah, you asked him for an Xbox at the Taco Bell drive-thru. I don't know what you were expecting him to do. You're like, hey, can I get the Taco Bell Xbox? And I just looked at you and I was like, this guy is not fit to drive. My life is in this guy's hands. This man is behind the wheel and he's having a stroke.
They were having this promotion where it was the Taco Bell Xbox box, where if you were to buy it and you got a free code, you would have got the new Xbox. And my dumbass in the drive-thru was like, "Can I get 2 Xboxes?" And she
She's like, sir, this is not
She
GameStop.
didn't respond, dude.
Yeah, I
know
don't think she said a word to you. I think you actually looked so stupid that she just stood there and was like, I'm just going to wait for you to get this together. I'm not even going to entertain. I'm not even going to step into the conversation until you talk to me like a human being. Until you talk to me like a functioning, living,
And
breathing
then I was
human
like,
being.
I remember looking at you just laughing, and you go, she just tried to get 2 Xboxes.
Tried to finesse the lady. Imagine, they say the customer's always right. She was probably, the reason she didn't answer is because she was back there going, oh, fuck, am I going to have to run to, she was like on her phone going, where's Best Buy? She was going to have to go buy 2 Xboxes. And then by the time we pull around to the window,
Yeah.
she just hands us a brown paper bag that weighs 60 pounds because there's 2 Xboxes in there. She's like sweating. The customer's always right, bro.
Oh, man, I remember that, dude. That was fun. That was a good time, bro.
You open up the bag and it's just a brand new Xbox One with a bunch of cheese and beef and lettuce sprinkled on top of
sauce
it.
packets.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man.
It was worth a try.
That was a good time, brother. Then the final top headline before we'll take a quick break, brother. Do you know any longshoremen?
Do I know any
Yeah,
longshoremen?
any longshoremen? Sounds
like the kind of joke that, or the kind of job that like doesn't exist anymore, like a lighthouse keeper.
So, I'm reading about this. So the port union agreed to suspend the strike.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about this? Apparently,
I've heard that they are striking.
So to simplify everything, the longshoremen are basically the people that unpack the cargo containers around the states, like from Maine all the way to like the bottom of Texas, I think, or whatever.
Dock workers.
Yeah, dock workers. So they're the people that unpack everything that the United States imports. And basically, they're like a very, very big, crucial part of the supply chain. There's certain longshoremen that only deal with certain products because they're like either higher end or like high touch or whatever. So the port union, which this kind of annoys me a bit, but they wanted to go on strike. So these longshoremen, they make like $200,000 a year. Like they make buku bucks, and for good reason. They're a pretty big part of the supply chain, but because the world is becoming more technology-based, more AI, yada, yada, yada. There's more technology coming into the world. It has been shown that these machines that are being created for what a longshoreman's job would be are over 100 times more efficient and cheaper. So the union decided to go on strike because they want more money, and they're already making buku bucks. And they're like, we just want, because they know that their jobs are basically fucked in like however many months or even less than years or whatever. But they didn't want it to happen around the holiday season, so they extended their current contract for 6 weeks to get through the holidays, because apparently, like, if these guys shut down, like, things just go, like, nothing's gonna happen. Like, nothing's gonna be in the grocery stores or the supermarkets or whatever. So they agreed to suspend the strike. Pretty interesting stuff. Their whole thing is that automation is gonna hurt families, and they want their job protection, and they also want more money. But the United States Maritime Alliance has offered to increase wages by over 62% over the next 6 years. So they're making $200K, and they're going to increase 62% from that. There's 45,000 members in this union, and they're going to continue negotiations on January 15th to get through the holiday season. So we should be okay.
I mean, yeah, if you're a crucial part of the supply line, you're making the country like, if your labor is directly necessary for the country to make like $1 trillion a year, then I'd probably be like, hey, maybe you should throw us a couple extra shekels. But I feel like they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot by asking for more money. It's like, hey, we're going to fucking replace you with robots, by the way. So, like, don't get too comfortable here. And they're like, whoa, we're going on strike. We want to protect our jobs. You can't replace us with robots.
Yeah, you can't, and they can't.
And also, why don't
you
you throw us a little extra why don't you throw us a couple bones? Like, they're already talking about replacing you, and you have the audacity to be like, look, hear me out. Don't replace us and give us more money.
It's definitely a short term investment in themselves, and I fuck with it, because like,
I get it.
They can't they go on strike. The entire dock system in the states, they can't just implement these machines immediately. It takes some time.
Yeah.
So it's smart. It's a short term solution, but the 62% increase is going to increase the top longshoreman's wage to just over $63 an hour at the end of the new 6-year contract, from $39 an hour. So that's a lot of fucking money, man.
Yeah, give it 6 months. It's gonna be all fucking robots down there at the docks.
And then they're gonna try and
they're gonna be making Krabby Patties at Wendy's.
Yeah, and they're gonna try and mitigate how much automation can occur at the ports, because they don't want to lose their jobs entirely. But money talks, man.
What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong when you put the robots in charge of the import and export of all the goods that come in and out of your country?
True.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
But yeah, big victory for them. We'll see what happens. My mom's good friend is a longshoreman.
Crazy. Sick job title.
Yeah, he works at the Navy Yard in Philadelphia. So,
what's his first and last name and home address?
I do know his first and last name. It's the most like generic fucking name, but I'm not gonna tell you. I can DM it to you if you want, but
I don't care.
Okay, that's fair. I don't really care either.
Okay.
You want to take a quick break? We got some fun things. Apparently, we have, speaking about AI, human brains outperform computers in many forms of processing and are far more energy efficient, and people are going to start harnessing our brain power to make computers.
Terrifying.
Do you think that some computers would be slower than others?
We can talk about that when we get back. It's a great point. We'll have to unpack that.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Normal Conversation with me and Hues, man. We'll be
That's
right
me.
back. Give us like 4 minutes, but thanks for listening. And quick shout out to everybody in the chat. Jamal, Larry, Bob, what's going on? D Burns was here. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Beano Man, Tidy Whitey stopped in. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Right before football starts, enjoying a little bit normal conversation. But we'll be right back. Let's give us 5 minutes. All right. Yo, welcome back. It's a normal conversation with your host, me, CTZee, and my soon-to-be underwater co-host, Hues.
True.
Hurricane Milton has strengthened to a Cat 1 already right off the Gulf.
Love that. Hasn't even touched down yet.
It's predicted to be a Cat 2 by the time it hits good old North Tampa. So the best thing you could hope for now, is that it goes north a bit.
I think I can see it on the horizon.
Okay.
Doesn't look that strong.
I'm trying to see. Oh, now it's saying 7 a.m. Wednesday. It's going to be 120 mile an hour winds. So, are you ready? Do you think you're going to, what are you going to do, man? I don't think you should stay. I don't think you should stay there.
I don't know. I'll probably do some puzzles.
I'll fly you up, dude.
Nah, that's all right. I got work.
They're not going to have work.
We'll see.
You're not going to have work in the fucking hurricane.
Somebody's got to keep this country running.
Okay, dude. All right.
It's not the damn longshoremen, I'll tell you that. Those pansies going on strike. What, you don't want to work? You scared to work? Huh?
So,
going on strike?
Here's
Where I'm from, we don't go on strike.
You can't. It's not called.
Keep your head down. You keep working.
There's no strike involved when
you crush a couple beers and you tighten
tetanus.
your shoelaces and you get back to work. Even with the tetanus, you still clock in.
Strap up your boots.
Yeah, that's what you're goddamn right, brother. That's what America was founded on. Is fucking still going to work with tetanus.
Was America founded on a hurricane? They don't talk about that.
No, I think it was founded on like the systematic killing of natives and stealing of land.
Well, let's talk about weather again, because that was a good segue until we started talking
rock
about
and roll.
that.
Okay.
So I found this website called bdayweather.com. So you can enter your birthday and place to discover what the weather was like when you were born.
I already know. I was there.
Do you remember what the fucking weather was like when you were popping out?
Snowy.
Would you like me to search up your birthday, Hues?
Snowy.
Well, I was going to ask because I just realized you'd have to tell people your birthday. And
I was going to say, do you want me to tell you my exact birthday? Do you want me, does it ask for my social security number,
I know
too?
your year, but you don't have to tell me.
You also know the day.
I do, but okay. Well, the audience might not.
Oh, well, I was born on Christmas Day.
Yes.
So I'm going to go out on a crazy limb and say that on any given Christmas day in Massachusetts, it was probably snowy and like 35 degrees. I don't think there's a lot. I don't think that's a gamble.
I forgot what year, so I got to look it up.
Jesus, this guy.
I always forget.
You think you're friends. You think you're friends with the guy.
Every time I've
known this guy 36 years, and he still doesn't know what year I was born.
Nope. Hold on.
Yeah, this is real good. This is real good radio.
It's all right.
It's fucking
Relax.
just dead air. Just all dead air. We're just wasting people's time. Just fucking absolutely. They should be at work. They should be down at the docks.
All right, I got it right.
Our listeners are scabs.
So
they got to go clock in at that.
Shut the fuck up. The day you were born, it was raining with a high of 50 degrees, man.
Can't possibly be real.
No, it was 50 degrees and
Possible.
raining.
Was it raining snow?
It was 50 degrees, dickhead. It can't be snowing.
Just seems way too high. That must have been like that would have been headline news.
It
They
was
would
a
have been like the
warm,
world
rainy,
is melting.
Warm, rainy Christmas.
That's disgusting. They must have been like the world's ending.
I'll see what mine was like. Philadelphia. 49 degrees and sunny. Partly cloudy.
A
actually.
sunny Christmas day.
No, I
Wow.
wasn't born on Christmas.
Wait, what do you mean?
I wasn't born on Christmas.
How?
What do you mean, how? Yo, I forgot to tell you this, dude. I forgot to tell you this. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you this. So, I've been working at the bar lately. You know, I've been telling you that.
You've been appropriating my
I've
culture,
been
I
doing
know.
marketing, and I've been bartending. So there's this girl that came in. She's 22. She goes to the school by the bar, and she came in, and I was like, I need to see your ID. Like, you look like you're 16. She's a regular now, but the first time I took her ID and I looked at it, I was like, oh, whatever. And then it, like, dawned on me, like, recently. I was like, wait a second. When's your birthday? Her birthday is June 10th, 2002. Do you know the significance of that?
Not at all, no.
9 months after 9/11 to the day.
Oh, hell yeah. Rock and roll. I mean, what else are you going to do, you know? Nobody's going to school or work. You're at
What
home
are you
all day.
doing? Your parents are weird, man.
They were scared.
Think
They
you
were
could get it
scared.
up when the towers are coming down? I couldn't.
I can't get it up.
So
Anyways, period. From the tetanus.
every time I see her, I just shake my head. I'm like, your parents are disgusting.
That's pretty. You know what? I mean, hey, maybe it was the 10th.
No.
Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they had no idea. Maybe it happened on the 10th. And the very next day, the dad came home from work and the mom was like, I have terrible news. And he was like, I heard on the radio. And she was like, way worse.
You're gonna have a little girl. But yeah, that's the birthday one. I thought that was cool. Do you want me to look up any other dates?
It's fucking August 6th,
Let's see when
1924.
my mom was born August 1st.
Okay, just steamroll me, why don't you? Just absolutely fucking sandbag me. Just ask me for a date, and as I try to freestyle an interesting date, you just fucking absolutely step on my cock and balls.
90
Why don't
degrees
you?
when
Go
my
ahead.
mom was born.
My headset's dead, and I'm not even turning it back on this time. I'm flying blind. I'm flying deaf and blind for the rest of the show. I'm gonna turn my PC off. I'm gonna do the rest of the show with my PC off.
You gotta put your headset on.
Go ahead. No, do what you were gonna do,
I
and then
did.
we'll worry about the headset.
I
then.
did. You can't hear me. I did. We're good. Put your headset on. Turn it on. At least call me on the phone so you can hear me. You're such a dickhead. Can you hear me? Hello? I can't tell if you're fucking with me now. You're such
For sure, dude. That's what I was about
All
to
right.
say.
Well, that's fine.
crazy.
We're done there.
Yeah.
So another thing I wanted to go over, I found this. Turn your headset on.
I heard about that.
I can see your headsets off. For those that are listening, I found an article where you can find America's richest people and where they live. So I thought that was interesting, Hughes. I can see your headsets on now, dickhead.
Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard.
So California is a symbol of wealth and drugs, and so is Hollywood again, apparently. So perhaps no surprise.
Is it a symbol
it's
of wealth?
The world's fifth largest economy is home to more of the 400 wealthiest people in the United States than any other state by far. So this is the Forbes 400 in 2024. But I was interested to see where the richest people live. I was hoping they gave you the cities, but they really just gave you the states. So I was going to see if you could guess any of them besides.
Vermont.
So Vermont is
Wait, so this is just the top 400 richest people and where they live.
Yeah, this gives you 9.
There's got to be at least one of them in every state, though.
Yeah, but this is just, it gives you the top 9
But this
places.
is the most popular.
Yeah, so Arizona's tied with 9 people.
Tied with what?
Massachusetts.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
So the richest person in Arizona has $13 billion. His name's Ernest Garcia II. He is the largest shareholder of online used car sales platform Carvana.
Oh, my mom bought a car on there one time.
Yeah, and he's the richest resident in Arizona. He wasn't
Crazy concept.
born in the state, but his ties there stretch back decades. He attended University of Arizona, developed real estate in
Sounds
Phoenix.
like blood money.
The U-Haul hair, Mark Schoen, also lives there.
Mark U-Haul?
Yeah, Mark U-Haul.
Damn.
Arturo
Lives in Arizona, you're
Moreno, who owns the LA
These are all
Angels.
Arizona?
Also,
These are Zonas?
these are all Arizona, yeah.
Gotcha.
They're tied with Massachusetts with 9 people in the Forbes 400.
Makes sense.
The richest person there is Abigail Johnson. So the richest person in Arizona is $13 billion, but the richest person in Massachusetts is $31.3 billion.
Well, that's just like that's like a studio apartment in downtown Boston.
She's
so.
America's 6th richest woman, dude.
So she's like the 700th richest person.
Yeah. So their family frequently donates to Boston area charities and to Harvard, where Johnson got her MBA. She's the CEO. Abigail Johnson is part of Fidelity Investments, the Boston-based mutual fund behemoth. Is responsible for 3 members of the Forbes 400, which is her and her siblings, Edward and Elizabeth Johnson.
You got to really love the city to be making a shit ton of money and stay somewhere as expensive as Massachusetts.
Robert Hale Jr. is also there. Robert Kraft. So
Of course. I feel like rich people always flee to somewhere where they don't have to pay money.
Yeah, usually.
Which is crazy. They have the most money, and they're the ones that can actually afford to live in these places, and they're like, get me to the cheapest place possible. Meanwhile, people who like actually can barely afford groceries are like, I would love to go somewhere more affordable, but I'm actually too poor to go somewhere where I can afford to live. I have to keep paying too much to live here because I can't afford to leave. I'm shackled.
That is pretty fucking sad, actually, right?
Man, my life is a funny game.
So Georgia's
you know?
7th. Dan Cathy,
Oh, that's surprising.
Bubba Cathy,
I didn't think there was any money in Georgia.
and Trudy Cathy White, the founders of Chick-fil-A, live in Georgia.
I was gonna say, what is it? It's either like college football or like faith-based homophobia.
Chick-fil-A
like
was
two
founded in
biggest
an
exports.
Atlanta area mall in 1967. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, if you too can just start in a mall food court, and if
Yeah.
you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you can. You
Chick-fil-A's
can also only be open 6 days a week.
They're only in 48 states. Did you know this? Where's Chick-fil-A?
What are the other
now?
one?
Hawaii and Alaska, you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, dude, they would fucking love Chick-fil-A in Hawaii.
They have only 3 have no Chick-fil-A restaurants. Vermont and 2, sorry. Vermont and Alaska.
What did Vermont do?
Uh,
The fuck did Vermont do? Were they the first ones to legalize gay marriage? So Chick-fil-A was like out of spite.
Actually,
we're not going there.
some suggest that Vermont doesn't have a Chick-fil-A because of the 2014 legal dispute that the state had with the restaurant chain. So, yeah, it was probably because of gay marriage.
Yeah, or the dispute with the chain was that Chick-fil-A was like a gay couple walked in and they're like, get the fuck out of here. And they were like, you can't do that, Chick-fil-A. And they're like, well, you know what? We're taking our restaurants out of your goddamn state. How do you like that, fucking pussies? We're going to go be homophobic everywhere else.
So, apparently, there was a legal battle between a Vermont-based artist and the fast food chain. Every Vermonter, from the general public to the state's highest officials, allied with the artist. And this lawsuit
Hell
could
yeah.
be why Chick-fil-A restaurant still hasn't opened its door in Vermont. An artist called Robert Mueller Moore created Eat More Kale artwork for a friend of his in an attempt to bolster Vermont's agriculture industry. Chick-fil-A reps felt this was too close to the chain's Eat More Chicken slogan and sued Mueller
Shut the
Moore
fuck up.
for copyright infringement. After
The
the
point.
ensuing
It was an interpolation.
Mueller Moore's slogan was finally patented in 2014. Chick-fil-A began selling a kale salad with maple dressing 2 years later, which Mueller Moore and many others felt was an attack on Vermont, the biggest producer of maple syrup in the country. because of this
Chick-fil-A
legal trouble.
sucks.
It's because of this legal
It's
trouble.
actually crazy. They just make fucking stupid little chicken sandwiches, and they're evil people. It's insane. It's like, brother, you make fucking you dip chicken in peanut oil for a living,
Yeah,
and you are some of the most evil
That's
people.
actually crazy. They attacked this one artist.
Yeah,
And
they were
then
like,
they
you know,
made a
they
shitty salad.
immediately went to the boardroom, and they were like, I need a fucking kale salad by Monday morning open.
And then Alaska apparently.
We're gonna make the price of the kale salad his exact location, the geolocation
IP
data of
address.
his house. Yeah, we're gonna make exactly.
Fast food is just too expensive in Alaska. Nearly 90% of the state's food supply is processed through a single shipping port. Alaska has limited natural
Everything's
resources.
yeah.
So
I never thought about that, but everything's got to be so expensive in Alaska just because it's probably a bitch to get it there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's
Same
only
thing
like
with Hawaii,
17
dude.
people there, so
Hawaii's so expensive, but they have so many. They produce so much of their own stuff. But that's Georgia.
you strike me as the kind of guy that would move to Hawaii,
I-
become like an island guy.
Thank you.
Start wearing flip-flops everywhere. Like you come back to the mainland and you're like wearing flip-flops and Hawaiian shirts everywhere, and you're like, well, on the island we blah blah blah.
You really think
become
I'd be
one of
like
those
that?
guys, and everybody you ever talk to is like, I hope this guy gets in a car
I
accident.
remember I was in Hawaii and I saw a bunch of the Samoan tattoos, and I texted you. I was like, dude, the Samoan tattoos are sick. I wish I could get one. And you go, you've been there 2 days. Shut the fuck up is what you said.
Yeah,
to me.
sounds about right. As you were saying it right now, I was like, what did I say? Did I tell him to like get fucked?
I was like, I didn't want one. I just said they're cool. You're like, you've been there 2 days.
They are
Shut
cool.
up.
They are cool.
But
But as soon as you started saying it, I was like, this is a slippery slope. Because day 2, you're like, dude, those are sick. Day 3, you're like, I think I'm gonna get one of those.
Day 4, I'm
and then you're the
aloha.
then you're the white guy with the fucking gentrification tattoo for the rest of your life.
that would be bad.
You just start wearing fucking dreadlocks.
Nevada is tied at 7th with 10 people. Miriam Anderson takes the cake there.
The dictionary.
No, Miriam
She's
Adelson.
the Miriam and Merriam-Webster.
Her fortune comes from the Las Vegas Sands Casino Company that her late husband founded in 1988. Two other Nevada listees who hail from the gaming industry are brothers Lorenzo and Frank Fertitta, the UFC co-founders who also inherited their
If that's not some mafia shit, I don't know what
father's
is.
casino business, Red Rock.
What were their
Resorts.
names? Enzo and Luigi.
Lorenzo
fucking.
and Frank Fertitta. All of Vegas was built by the mob, dude.
Yeah.
The state also boasts fortunes in sectors like aerospace defense, such as Sierra Nevada's Corp's Aaron and Faith Osmond, $4 billion and $3.8 billion respectively, and fast food, Panda Express's
UFOs.
Andrew and Peggy Chung, who have $3.7 billion each.
The UFO industry.
Yeah.
They got UFOs out there, aliens and shit. They're poking aliens in the butt.
Pennsylvania's 6th.
These are, I wouldn't have guessed any of
Right?
these. These are all states where I'm like, if I had a shit ton of money, I would do everything in my power to get away from these places.
This guy's name's Jeff Yass. $49.6 billion.
Yes.
He co-founded the trading firm Susquehanna International Group, headquartered on the main line.
What's it called?
Susquehanna International Group. I know where that
His
is.
last name is Yass, and it's called Sus. All right, buddy. We get it.
It owns an estimated 15% of TikTok parent company ByteDance. Yas is a Republican mega donor who often opens his wallet for state
Ain't no
and
way
local
he's a
elections.
Republican mega donor.
Everything
this
from county
guy.
judicial races to Philly city council election. His co-founder Arthur Donchik, $12.3 billion.
Luca?
No, Dantchik, Dantchik, is also a Pennsylvania resident on the Forbes 100 list, as is Victoria Mars, heir to the Mars candy and pet food empire. Jeffrey Lurie, who owns the Eagles, also there.
Candy and pet food is
I didn't know
crazy.
Mars
I didn't
owned
know they
pet
did
food.
pet food.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous. On this conveyor belt, they've got like literal poison that would like genocide dogs. And then on this assembly line, they're like, just make the dog food right over there. Just don't cross the line. You guys stay over there.
There's
You
this
guys stay over
invisible
there.
line. There's nothing else. It's just an
Yeah,
invisible
nothing to
line.
prevent the two. They're like, just you guys just stay over there and don't get any of the chocolate particles on this dog food.
Illinois is 5th.
These all horrible states. All horrible
16
bad
members.
states.
Lucas Watson, the top dog, with $33.9 billion. Chicago is home to the youngest member, which is Lucas, who is one of the
Hot
8
dogs?
grandchildren of Walmart co-founder Sam Walton.
Wow. Well,
He's
there you go.
38. He's one of 2 listees under 40, the other being New York-based venture capitalist Josh Kushner. Several list members from the Hyatt Hotel brand Pritzker family are also breezing around the Windy City.
I feel like venture capitalist just means like your dad was rich as fuck,
Pretty much.
so you don't have to do anything with your life, and now you get to be like in articles, and now us 2 fucking idiots are sitting here talking about you first and last name just because you were born and your dad had a shit ton of money. Must be nice.
J.B. Pritzker, the state's billionaire governor, has $3.7 billion. That's probably problematic. Others in Illinois made their riches through industries like meat processing, such as Steve Larvin's $5.4 billion and Joseph Grendy's $4.2 billion, as well as finance. Brian Trott's $3.7 and Mark Walter's $6 billion. So they got a lot of people
Wahlberg?
there. Walter, excuse me. Texas is 4. So Illinois has
Guns.
16 members in the Forbes 400. Texas has 43 in the Forbes 400. They lost
And I bet
2
like
people.
38 of them moved there from somewhere else
They
because
lost
they were
2
like
people, yeah.
cheap as hell here. I'm moving here, and guns and land
So
and guns.
Musk resides in Texas, so he has the richest person in the U.S., $244 billion. SpaceX is there, and X, he's moving X there from
everything app.
California.
Yeah.
Texas Musk has made sure his political allegiance is clear, as Texas is increasingly becoming seen as a swing state now. There's a lot of
See, he was at the Trump rally.
Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he endorsed.
He went up on
Trump.
stage. He was jumping around like a fucking.
He's an interesting individual, man. Like his
yeah.
mannerisms
He
are
looks like
interesting.
yeah. The way he acts is like, I don't know. I just imagine he didn't even go to school because he's so rich and his family owned like blood diamond mines. But if he did go to school, he seems like the kind of kid that like he had like 2 classmates and 6 teachers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way he jumped, it was impressive because he was jumping, but he wasn't leaving the ground. I was like,
Two
what is this
classmates
motion?
and
What is
6.
this movement he's doing?
I'd have to
He was
check
like-
it out.
He looked like the little mushroom people in Mario. He was jumping, but his legs were just moving out to the side. He wasn't going up at all. He was staying grounded. He was a flightless bird.
Anyways, so Texas also produces more oil and natural gas than any other state. Rhonda Duncan Williams, Enterprise Product Partners, and Kelsey Warren Energy Transfer.
Duncan?
No.
Oh.
Duncan,
well, that's fucking boring.
Duncan.
It'd be
Florida's
hilarious
second.
to assume that the name Dunkin' Donuts, just their name is
Everybody's
actually
Dunkin'.
like, her name is Rhonda Dunkin' Donuts.
Florida's second with 54 Forbes 400 members. They grew 8 people. Bezos lives in Florida. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they all live in like the Keys or Miami. or some
Bezos
shit,
relocated from Washington State, where he spent $234 million on 3 homes on Indian Creek, the gated man-made island in Miami Beach, dubbed the Billionaire Bunker. Nearly
There it
30% of Florida's listees made their fortunes in finance and investments, including the second richest Floridian, Ken Griffin, who made headlines in 22 for moving his family and the headquarters of his hedge fund Citadel there from Chicago. The second most
Why does
common.
your hedge fund need a headquarters? Isn't a hedge fund just like I have a shit ton of money?
Well, usually.
Isn't hedge fund just like I have a fucking abysmal amount of money
Yeah,
and
so
we
what-
just invest it to make more
so
money?
why would you be in a state that you had to pay income tax on?
Well, I'm more worried about why you need a headquarters. Just have an apartment. What do you mean a headquarters?
Yeah,
It's just a couple
Citadel's
guys going
huge.
like, yeah,
No,
buy some stocks.
Citadel's huge, man.
I'd like to buy some stocks today with my money,
It's not
and
an
that's all they
investment
say. And they're
company,
like, all
it's a
right.
hedge fund.
Yeah, but what do they do with the money?
Well, like it's not like a broker. You don't just call Citadel up like, yo, I'm trying to buy 100 shares of McDonald's.
No, I'm saying that's what the hedge fund does. They just wake up every morning and they go, we got a ton of money and we'd like to make more. And they go, right on it, sir. You got it. How much money would you like to make today? He's like, I'm thinking maybe like $1 billion today. And they go, you got it. You'll have it by the end of the day, sir. Thank you for your business. That's what life is like for rich people. They wake up and they go, hello, yes, Gaston, I'd like $1 billion today. And he's like, yes, sir. Coming right up.
Gaston is running Citadel.
It's just a name, man. Anybody can have that
Fucking
name.
The guy from Beauty and the Beast.
No, he's a white guy from Vermont.
It's
Just a name, dude. Anybody can have that name.
Subway's Elizabeth DeLuca lives in Florida, and LaCroix Sparkling Water's Nick Caparella lives in Florida.
Damn, that's like the mecca for people who want to act like they're healthy, but they're not.
New York
LaCroix and Subway.
New York is tied with Florida with 54 people. Michael Bloomberg still here, $105 billion.
Never heard of him.
Julia Koch, or it could be Cock.
It's probably just cock. We're going to say cock.
Koch.
When you have that much money, I'm allowed to call you cock. It's not going to hurt.
She's the second richest resident. Owes her
Behind
fortune to
Donald
Kansas-based conglomerate Cock Inc., but has lived in the Big Apple
Hell
for 40
yeah.
years. In June, she and her children bought a 50% stake in the NBA's Brooklyn Nets and WNBA's New York Liberty for nearly $700 million. Other notable New Yorkers on the Forbes 100 include George Soros, Ralph Lauren, and Bill Ackman. I don't know Ralph Lauren was New York City based. And then California takes the top spot with 83 members. Mark Zuckerberg's the top guy there.
Good for him. Good for the Zuck.
Nearly half of California's Forbes 400 wealth stems from tech moguls like Zuckerberg, including Google's Larry Page and Sergey Brin, NVIDIA's Jensen Huang, Broadcom's Henry Samueli, and entertainment moguls like David Geffen, Steven Spielberg, and Donald Bren, and Edward Roski Jr. And you got George Roberts and Jim Coulter there. California's got 83 of the 400 members there. That's crazy. So there you go, man. There's where America's richest people live.
I would have so much fun if I was rich.
Yeah,
Rich people are so boring.
Everybody would. You want to go check out what organoid intelligence is?
Yeah, it terrifies me. I can't wait.
Do you want me to read about it, or do you want to read about it?
I barely know anything about it, but basically from what I read, it sounds like they're like creating little human brains in petri dishes in labs. They're like essentially clusters of like brain cells that simulate a human brain, and they're using that to like run computers. Because they're like nothing matches the computing power of a human brain. So what if we had actual human brains running the computers? And I think that's pretty genius, honestly, because everybody's terrified of like, what if the AI takes over? What if the robots take over? Like, that's just text, brother. That's just lines of text. But this is an actual living, breathing human brain.
Yeah. No, you nailed it.
This could technically actually like feel like a human and want freedom. Like these are the things that are gonna fucking kill us all.
So, well put, my man. Organoid Intelligence OI describes an emerging multidisciplinary field working to develop biological computing using 3D cultures of human brain cells and brain-machine interface technologies.
It's horrible. Have you ever seen the joke where it's like some billionaire science nerd loves the sci-fi book that's like, don't build the fucking death particulator that will eat the universe, and then he's like, we finally done it after all these years. We built the death particulator that will eat the universe. Like, this is that shit where it's like sci-fi nightmare. Fucking, they're like, we finally did it.
Yes.
We create the thing that's gonna extinct us.
It's literally it's fucking crazy. So this OI research could improve our understanding of brain development, learning, memory, potentially helping to find treatments for neurological disorders like dementia. But it's also need to be ensured that this organoid intelligence develops in an ethically and socially responsive manner, which requires an embedded ethics approach where interdisciplinary and representative teams of ethicists, researchers, and members of the public identify, discuss, and analyze ethical issues and feed these back to inform future research and work. So basically, no one's going to talk to us about it until it's too late.
Yeah, this is, people like jokingly throw around the like Black Mirror comparisons way too easily when tech gets like spooky, but this is literally one-to-one like the little slave brains that they have in Black Mirror where they like take a consciousness and put it in your fucking Alexa so it can make you toast in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, this is literally that. You know what's beautiful about this that's really fun to think about at home if you're not already hyperventilating a little bit? Is that the human brain is powerful enough that what it thinks becomes its reality. You know what I mean? Like, if you think hard enough that you're like trapped in a freezer, you can actually convince your body like to feel cold. Or if you're really nervous about like having a surgery or something, you really think about it hard enough, your body will react the exact same way as if you're actually like under the knife.
I know that second part. I heard the latter, yeah.
So, like, if you convince your brain enough of something that it's real, the body will react as if it is real. Like, the brain creates that reality. So, if these are just isolated brains that are just doing this computing shit, they are gonna think that that is, like, real life. That is reality. And they're gonna think that they're, like, real living people. So.
Wild.
Yeah. So, that's, like, really cool and fun to think about. Can't wait to see how that goes. Because, like, with AI, they're like, what happens when AI gets really advanced and they're practically human? I'm like, you fucking unplug it. I don't give a shit. It's a bunch of fucking code. But this is literally like, these are conscious. They've created consciousness out of flesh and brain cell. And fucking, now I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do with these things because unplugging them feels horrible. I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, like you're killing people, like or living beings. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is finally the one.
Conscious beings.
This is finally the one where I'm like, oh, now I have to like care ethically.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck, I don't like this.
This is making me care.
I don't like this
Son
with
of
the
a
robots.
bitch.
I'm like, I don't fuck Roomba. I'll kick his ass down the stairs. I don't give a fuck. Fucking loser bozo made of scrap metal, but these are like actual living things. I'm like, oh man, fuck. Now I have empathy.
So
that'll be fun.
scientists across multiple disciplines are working to create revolutionary biocomputers where three-dimensional cultures of brain cells called brain organoids serve as biological hardware. And they have a roadmap.
It is
for
crazy. It is just fucking absolutely insane. Imagine if like you went back to when they had just like upgraded from horse and buggy to like cars and you show them this. It is just fucking crazy how far we've come.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. And they're just going to end up using this to like fucking post automated like OnlyFans replies on X, the everything app.
Fucking
Maybe Spicy Cammy is just a fucking brain in a petri dish somewhere. Maybe that's why she's the best in the game. Maybe that's why she has like a clever, witty reply to every single post that anybody ever makes. Because it's a real human brain.
Yeah, actually.
She gets it.
Maybe
She has
that's
the
what it
X
is.
factor. No pun intended.
Nice. Dude.
What is Spicy Cammy?
Um,
They're like there's all these like
An
AI
STD.
robots. There's all these AI robot replies all over the place that are promoting OnlyFans, and it's like the same. It's always fucking like it's a viral post, and then it's like something topical about the post, but then they just make it about sex. It'll literally just be like a clip from like a Kamala
Yeah.
Harris rally, and they'll be like, I was fucking stuffing Kamala's ballot box last night, and she was creaming or like something crazy. But like,
it's insane.
what
they do.
are they selling?
It's insane what they do.
When
It's
you
so
buy the
funny.
when you buy the OnlyFans, what's there? Is it just more AI? Is it just like is it
might
just
be.
like a 3D like poorly rendered anime girl like fucking 6 fingers deep in herself because she has the weird AI hand with too many fingers and like the posters in the back like don't make any sense. It's just gibberish. They look like fucking communist propaganda like Soviet posters because none of the words make sense and shit. Like, is it real people or I don't know what's going on anymore. Nothing's real anymore.
I love the ones where it's like LeBron James drops 30 points in the preseason game. It's like LeBron James was with me
LeBron
last
James.
night. It's like,
LeBron James dropped 30 loads in me last night. You got to respect the craft.
yeah, it's the
I love it. They're my favorite replies right now. They're my favorite replies because all the replies on Twitter are just robots. So at least those ones are funny to me.
Yeah.
I've been noticing it way more recently, and it actually fills me with like a genuine sense of despair. Where I'll see a tweet that I'm like kind of interested in. It's not just like fucking generic engagement bait. It'll just be like a normal ass tweet that has a decent amount of engagement. And then you start scrolling through the replies and you realize you're like, I don't think a single one of these is a real person.
Yeah, no.
It's all just like so beautiful, OMG, glamorous, loving this, and it's all just like Facebook mom level of like replies, and you're like, this is all robots. It's not. There's nobody here. I'm here alone. It's so scary. You're scrolling through. There's like 70 replies, and you're just reading them, and you're looking around, and you're going, it's just me here, just reading fucking the writing on the wall. Like, I'm just listening to robots yelling at me from all different directions. It's terrifying.
The worst is like you can clearly see like which ones are cheaply funded and which ones are a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
It's like the tweets like great performance today by Real Madrid, and then the one it's like today's performance by Real Madrid was great, and it's like that 6 different ways, 6 times.
Yeah, and then you keep scrolling down, and they're like worse and worse, and there's one that's just like
hard,
loving
fire.
good,
Yeah.
loving good, thumbs up emoji. It's like, damn, this dude bought his fucking Twitter reply AI bot off Temu. Thing is just like, very yes.
I saw it's so funny. If you block enough ads on Twitter too, you'll start to get.
Oh yeah.
Anybody can advertise on Twitter, and I found.
Yeah, that's what I get. I think I've shown you some of them.
Yeah,
There was a guy that I saw one time who was just like, yum, and it was just a hand holding an apple, and I sent it to all my friends, and I was like, I think I just got an ad on Twitter for an apple, because I block every ad I see.
I got an ad that just said Spange Bob, like SPANG BAB.
That rules. That's so good.
I think I sent it to you like
You might have.
months ago. And it was
You
just-
might have. Dude, I've been doing that for years, just blocking every single ad I see. Because honestly, if you pay to promote anything on Twitter, then I don't want to see another one of your posts ever again. You should get banished. So now the ads that I do see, oh yeah, I found one from February this year. It has 1 like, 1 bookmark. It says Happy Boston. It's promoted. It's an ad. It says ad. It just says Happy Boston. What does that even mean?
That goes hard. That should be on a t-shirt. That goes hard as shit.
Dude, Happy Boston. They fucking talk about a cheap fucking AI bot. This dude paid for a blue check, and he was like, I'm going to let this robot just engagement farm. And that's the level of engagement farm the robot's doing.
Dude, I'm trying to find this. I know I sent it to you. It was like I sent you like 5 memes back to back because I wrote, I'm like, my timeline is off to it. Yeah, here it is. It just says Spange Bob.
But see, I feel like that is just like a shit poster who bought an ad and was like, what is the dumbest possible fucking thing I can pay to post, which I respect. That's awesome.
5,000 views, 4 retweets, 8 likes, Spange Bob.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But what I'm seeing is like just fucking, it's down the drain, man. When are they gonna make that fucking greasy old fuck give it up, give the app back to the people?
Mark Cuban's trying
It's
to
bad,
buy it.
dude. I don't know if that's any better.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's any better. I don't know exactly what Mark Cuban does, but when you have that much money, you're a bad person somehow.
Have a fun.
Dude, it's sad because it's like everywhere I go, this is like a foreign concept to people on the internet, but like I go out in public and I see other human beings face to face in the flesh, and it's like everybody's on fucking X the Everything app all the time scrolling, and it's just sad because I look around like at work, all my coworkers are about my age and they're always showing each other shit and they're talking about like I saw this on Twitter, blah blah blah, and I'm like, we don't interact with each other on there. We're never gonna see each other because it's just a sea of fucking just junker bots, fucking just like discarded. So it's like we're never gonna be able to reach each other. You're like way over there and I'm way over here, and there's just so much fucking scrap between the two of us that like you rarely ever see another human being. You just like briefly pass by another human being as you're swimming through the fucking sea of scrap metal, and you're like, oh my god, and then you just keep drifting, and then it's days and days that you don't see another human being again.
Just trying to it's so fucked
It's
up.
terrifying,
It's
man.
fucked up.
It's terrifying. Actual human interaction on the internet
what
is just like
is-
fucking ships passing in the night
There's
now.
a phenomenon where it's like we're the only
The dead internet.
Dead internet. Yeah, that's
Dead
like,
internet where like everything you see is just robots and it's
yeah.
fake. Yeah, dude, I think it started as like a conspiracy theory
No,
or
it's
just
very
like
legitimate
a
now.
scary story, but it has become like the normal now.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even exaggerating when I say like I'll go on Twitter and I'll scroll through like every single reply. I'm like, there's not a single human being in here, not a single real person, and it's all because fucking stinky old Elon Musk bought it, and it instantly fucking turned into
It's
a
crazy how
garbage
fast it
fire.
happens. It's crazy how fast.
So now he's just like he's like, we got to make it look good, so just fucking fill it with bots so it looks like people love it. But every couple days, I see somebody posting, and they're like, statistically, this website has failed so horrible. Like, it's so impressive how many people have left this website.
Advertisers have left it. It's just
oh my god,
so
yeah.
much
Well,
money.
because he's fucking he did what every like lame, rich, divorced loser on the internet did, and he went down the political pipeline, and now it's like,
And
now
he's
it's just
like-
a fucking.
he was
Now it's just a Klan rally on there.
he was preaching like free speech, and like nobody would
Yeah.
get like everybody's word basically was like equal to everybody else's.
It's a tale as old as time. He
wasn't
was like, I'm a
that true.
centrist. I'm right in the middle. I'm central. I don't want anybody to be biased or bipartisan. And then she takes the kids in court, and you go home and you cry in bed, and you binge Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, fucking Jordan Peterson, watch a couple episodes of Joe Rogan, and now it's an absolute fucking Klan rally on there. It happens overnight in the blink of an eye, man. Middle-aged. That's the new midlife crisis. Instead of like buying a Corvette, like a convertible or something, and hanging out with high school girls, now that's like unattainable because of the economy. So now they just sit at home on TikTok looking at fucking alt-right memes.
I think it does go both ways. I think people go both ways too, like alt-left too. They just extremists.
Yeah.
They go both ways.
Yeah. I just think they're not as fun to make fun of. They're just kind of like, I don't know.
They're like more annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
They're
with you.
annoying in the way that like teenage girls are annoying,
Yeah.
though, where it's like, I don't even want to acknowledge that it exists.
That's a great way to put it, actually. Speaking of scary stories, as you mentioned, we are now in Halloween, or October, which is Halloween.
We're now on Halloween. It
getting
is
there.
Halloween today.
We're getting there. You got your decorations up. I gotta
A couple of them.
I gotta grab.
I got to get more. I just bought a couple, but it sucks because I'm moving right in the middle of October, so I wanted to like put more decorations up, and I'm like, why am I putting more shit in my apartment?
Yeah, it's annoying.
I need to be doing the opposite. I need to be getting shit out of here.
But
So thankfully, the hurricane's gonna come and sweep everything away.
But I know you're a big movie guy, so I have a ranker list here.
Oh, great! Is it gonna be as good as the greatest horror movies of all time list that?
No,
like
so
pretty sure Psycho
This
wasn't
is
on
the 35 creepiest looking actors of all time ranked.
it. Steve
I was gonna
Buscemi.
see if you knew the top 10. So Steve Buscemi is third.
That sucks. Oh, poor guy. That sucks. That literally the frame one, the
So-
split second you said it.
Fun fact: him and his brother are regulars at the bar that I work at. So
That's pretty cool.
I've got to meet his brother. I haven't met him yet, but
That's pretty
I got to
cool.
meet him.
Steve Buscemi seems like a very sweet guy.
Yeah, their mother apparently lives around where I live, or where I work, I should say, and she's not like doing too well, so they come and visit her, and then they go to the bar. It's pretty cool.
Nice. That was super not depressing at all.
Mother's like 97.
That's sad in and of itself.
So-
Get me out of there. Okay, so Steve Buscemi is number 3.
Yeah.
Damn, there's more fucked up looking people than Steve Buscemi.
Creepy
Oh, what?
looking.
Gary Busey. Gary
Number two.
Busey.
Number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Who would number 1 be? Fuck. Actors aren't normally really well known for being creepy looking. He's not gonna be number 1, but I wonder if Willem Dafoe's on there.
Number 4.
Willem Dafoe's a good looking guy.
I thought
though,
he's a
but
handsome.
he can
has
play
some
creepy
handsome-
characters
yeah.
well. He can go
His
either way.
eyes
Yeah,
are-
Willem Dafoe's fucking dripped out. Have you ever seen the way
Yes.
Willem Dafoe like
Yeah, when he-
dresses?
yeah, and he, like,
actually,
I've seen that video too.
I fucking love Willem Dafoe. He's one of my favorite
cool, dude.
actors.
He's 69
one of my
years
favorite,
old. I didn't realize how old he was.
and he's so fucking like cool
Yeah, he's
still.
dope.
He's just so sharp.
So you
I
got
love
2, 3,
him.
4.
Damn, who the fuck is 1? I feel like those are the heavy hitters of like being weird looking. I don't know. Give me a 5 or something.
So this is the only one I don't know in the top 10. Vincent Schiavelli, who passed away in 2005. He
Don't know.
was the subway ghost in Ghost.
Doesn't ring any bells for me. Doesn't do anything for me.
So that's 5. He passed away, but you should.
Okay, so neither of us know him.
You probably can get considering what these movies these people are in, and they're all horror movies pretty much, except for maybe 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You won't get number 9. Tilda Swinton.
Oh, what the fuck?
She's number 9.
Why?
I don't know.
I guess just plays creepy characters. She doesn't look creepy.
She's the White Witch in the Chronicles of Narnia.
She's just an old pale blonde lady.
We have somebody
Hollywood's full of those.
from. Do you want any hints, or do you want to just?
Yeah,
So
I burnt twice as fast, half as long.
The number one actor is in The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, I know the guy's name. Is it the guy who has like a condition where he like?
Yes.
I forget his name, but
Michael
I know that
Berryman.
actor. Yes.
He's number one.
Yeah.
He has a condition called hydrofibrotic ectodermal dysplasia, which is basically just like your eyes are crazy looking.
He's a super cool guy. I've watched some like behind the scenes stuff of movies that he's worked on.
He's number one. Busey's 2. Buscemi's 3.
I forget. I might be getting his story wrong, but I'm pretty sure he just wanted to be like a traditional actor, but he couldn't because of his condition, and so he like started doing horror movies and stuff. Just kind of like took it into his own hands and became like a fucking legend in horror.
Yeah, that's cool.
Goat.
Number 6 is he looks sinister. Like he looks like that video game.
Tom Cruise.
No, that video game you used to play, where like you had to like check the online, you had to check the doors. They would break in your apartment and like drug you.
Oh, I forget the name of it. I know what you're talking about, but it's the Yeah.
He looks like
that game.
You would just give to you his name. He was in
Nicholas Holt.
No,
I don't know.
He was in
Nicholas Holt is not that creepy.
River's
looking.
Edge and Charlie's Angels.
I have no idea.
Crispin Glover.
Oh, dude, is fucking Macaulay Culkin on there?
No,
He's creepy.
Well, he's
looking.
not top 10. He might be on here, but I just want to give you 10. Number 7 is Christopher Walken.
Ooh, yeah. I probably could have gotten that one.
He's number 7. I like Christopher Walken.
I don't mind him.
I think
he's
a
all
cool
right.
dude.
He's middle of the road to me. He doesn't make me feel anything in my pants.
Number 8 is Jackie Earl Haley. He was the Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Gotcha.
And then number 10 is Tim Curry.
Wow, that's fucked up. He's not even that weird looking.
I don't know why.
That's so fucked up. That's so mean.
And then I'll get number 11 is John Malkovich. 12 is Jack Nicholson. 15 is Michael Emerson, which is definitely
Okay. They just gave up on this.
Number
list.
15 is Emerson.
Is Nicolas Cage on there?
No.
Yeah, they don't know.
Kevin
They're being-
Spacey's 21st, which I didn't understand.
Yeah. He did.
Christoph
Something about him was
Waltz
creepy
is
for sure.
27th.
Christoph Waltz is a handsome
I
gentleman.
fucking love that man. Alan
He's very
Rickman's on
talented.
here.
Very talented man.
Kathy
Christoph
Bates
Waltz.
is 30th.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I can see that. She scares
Angelina
me.
Jolie is 32nd.
She does have something
got-
kind of scary
yeah.
about her. She looks like she looks like a ventriloquist doll.
Christian Slater rounds out the top 35. So there's your creepiest actors of all time ranked. Buscemi. The title card is Buscemi in 3 different roles. He's the
Yikes.
crazy-eyed guy from Mr. Deeds, and then he's in the guy from Armageddon, and then he's got a gun in this one. I don't even know what that one is. But
I don't know how I would feel if I was like getting movie jobs because I was so fucking weird looking.
yeah, I don't
Like
know.
if finally your niche was like the only time your phone rings is because your agent's like, okay, hear me out. They got another creepy little weirdo. You're like, fuck. They're like, okay, for this role, you're gonna be covered in slime and you're gonna fucking jump out of a sewer and yell at some kids. You're like, fucking, I gotta pay rent.
Yeah, fucking whatever. It's at least it's something.
They're like, okay, so for this one, you eat slugs. So they want you to play. You're gonna be the guy who eats slugs. Is gonna be your name in the credits. So you live in a sewer, and you're like, why do I always live in a sewer in these movies? They're like, okay, so you live in a sewer and you eat slugs, and you yell at kids. You're like, this is fucking. Why am I? This is all I do. I've been typecast as sewer guy who eats slugs and yells at kids, dude. I've done that 5 times in the past 3 years. Who's writing these movies?
Just Spielberg.
Okay, so this one's a book. This one's a book adaptation. This one's a Stephen King adaptation, and it's about a guy. You're like, okay, do I live in a sewer? It's like, no, you don't live in a sewer. You do not live in a sewer. You live in an apartment. The apartment's abandoned. You're like, Jesus Christ. And he's like, well, you live off of. He's like, do I eat slugs? No, you eat rats. You eat rats. You live in an abandoned building and you eat rats, and you yell at kids. He's like, well, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right, well, I got to make this car payment. So.
All right, let's take a quick break, man, and then we'll finish out the show. All right. All right. You're listening to Normal Conversation. We got a few things we're gonna recap and close out. We got a few more things I want to converse about, man, including the new Zelda game came out. Legend of Zelda game came out. So we'll be right back after this quick break. Thanks for being here, gang. Welcome back to Normal Conversation.
All right, I'm just gonna say
Your
it.
host,
So
me.
literally,
I don't know his name.
it's not even that. It's why did you? Okay, so right before we came back, I don't know why you would propose this to me 10 seconds before we come back, but you go, "Hey, did you see that Jack Harlow guy that like got arrested for driving and texting on stream?" And then I was like, "Jack Harlow? What are you talking about?" And before we could even hash it out, you go, "All right, we're coming back in 5." So first of all, do you not know who Jack Harlow is?
No, I know who Jack Harlow is. I don't know who this. There's a streamer on Kick that was.
I thought you were just saying he looked like Jack Harlow or something. I don't know his name. Nobody fucking cares about his name. Don't even pull his name up because who cares? He doesn't deserve the recognition. But yeah, some Kick streamer was like fucking streaming and reading chat and shit, and he got in a car accident and streamed the whole thing.
Doherty.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking yeah. Fuck
that guy
loser.
fucking
So
sucks.
he got banned, which I honestly don't know if that would have happened without all of the outrage. Because everybody was like, he's not even going to get banned. Like, this is going to become popular on Kick now. You're going to see a bunch of people streaming and driving and blah, blah, blah. And honestly, part of me thinks that he only got banned because so many people were, like, pointing it out and calling it out. I don't know if it gets banned otherwise. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, fucking whatever goes on Kick, it doesn't surprise me at this point.
Have you seen the video? He drives like a
I saw a little bit
idiot.
of it. Yeah, I'm
and
not
he's
surprised.
Texting. He hydroplanes, and you can clearly see that stupid haircut having asshole fucking just freaks out because his pussy got a little bit too scared, and he fucking careened into the fucking guardrail, and his passenger seat driver is like bloody, like his head is bloody, and he's just worried about the fucking car, dude. Oh. I would love to wring this guy's fucking neck out, man. He's a piece of shit, dude.
They're all just a bunch of fucking like edgelord kids that were given a bunch of gambling money. Like it's a fucking recipe for disaster. Like everybody on there is a bad influence on each other. It's just a horrible community, and you're just like throwing money at a bunch of kids who are surrounded by bad influences. Like it's just I don't know what else they expect to happen. But
70 miles in the fucking rain. Of course you're gonna hydroplane. And his rap on his McLaren was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, if you're putting a wrap on a McLaren, that's like already, I don't even need to see it. That's already bad.
Dude fucking sucks. I wish him nothing but the worst insurance
The worst. Wish him nothing but the worst.
Anyways, sorry. Let's close out the show with a few things, man. You linked 2 things I wanted to go over. What to do when a joke hurts your feelings.
Oh yeah, hilarious. So I couldn't read this article. I literally just saw the headline of it, and I was like, it's relatable. We all joke. We josh.
So
we make jokes with friends. You put your friends down. You say some mean things. You tease your friends, but every once in a while, like hypothetically, if I were to say to you, like, fucking, like, you look like a lesbian when you wear a tank top, like, that might hurt your feelings, and you might be like, maybe he took it a little bit too far, and you don't know what to do, because you're like, I don't like the way that made me feel. So this article can serve as, like, a handy little, like, pocket guide for those of you at home.
So studies have shown that teasing actually strengthens relationships, but you don't always have to take the joke. Apparently this fucking psychotherapist, lawyer, and author of his new book, Our New World of Adult Bullies, allows you to be able to understand when a teasing becomes too far, and there's research. Teasers let themselves off the hook by claiming they are just kidding, but that doesn't lessen the sting for the person being teased, obviously. I don't really know why.
I do the opposite.
Oh, really?
I double down. I go, I mean it.
Yeah, you do.
That thing I said that hurt your feelings? No, I mean it. No, you're a fucking loser.
You love doing that shit.
Whenever you're like, hey, man, that wasn't nice, I go, you're being a fucking pussy, man.
I go, all right, dude. You go, yeah, don't be a pussy. I'm like, all right, my bad. I was saying at the beginning of the show, man, I've been getting grilled like crazy. Like,
yeah, so you could use this.
One person was like, I'm not saying that it was like, oh, look at me. This is just the scenario. Like, there was a woman in the bar that was hitting on a lot of people, including me. And this other woman that is a regular at the bar, she came out to me and goes, why was she hitting on you? Like, what do you have? I was like, damn, like, Jesus Christ.
I think she was jealous of the lady.
She wasn't
She wanted
joking.
a piece of you.
No, it was my friend's girlfriend. So I was like,
when's that ever stopped anybody?
Damn, dude. I was like, Christ. So you can calmly shut the teaser down. If you want to stop someone from teasing you in the moment, keep it short and simple. Say, quote, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't say things like that. Or, hey, that's enough. He said, a simple ouch can also be effective, he added, because it calls out the person without being confrontational.
Wow.
If you were being ribbed in front of others, Dr. Gordon said, pull your teaser aside for a quiet chat that doesn't put the person on the spot. He suggested saying, what's going on here? Because it's starting to feel like maybe you're poking at me a little.
I hope so. This is fucking this feels like an elaborate setup. This feels like this article was written by somebody like me who knows exactly what they're doing. And they're like, hey, look, if somebody's absolutely fucking dunking on you in front of all of your friends, they're like, hey, look at fucking skinny legs over here. You all right? You need a seat? Your legs are looking wobbly. You're like, hey, man, can I talk to you for a second? He pulls you aside and he's like, not sure what's going on out there, but it feels like you're really targeting me. And the person who's been making fun of him is going to turn to everybody else and go, this fucking loser's actually trying to get me to stop making fun of him. Like it's some sort of after-school special or something. Who invited this fucking
guy? If you're
guy?
pulling me aside because I'm bullying you too much, I'm calling it out immediately. Like, you fucking bitch.
I feel like this article was actually written to like set people up. People who are like maybe a little socially inept and are, you know, they're feeling the heat. They're under the fucking heat lamp. They're like, this is getting a little bad. I got to pull the cord.
I'm sweating.
And they refer to this article and they're like, okay, it says that ouch. And they go, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked for the peanut gallery. This isn't a two-way street. I wasn't asking for feedback.
Saying ouch. Hey man, ouch.
Ouch. I'm not gonna lie though, ouch is kind of hilarious.
That's what I say.
If you can take a joke and your friend like really gets you with a good one, just be like, ooh, ouch. All right.
I just go, ouch.
That one hurt.
Damn.
That one hurt. That's one of my favorites. Yeah. I honestly, if somebody finally does say something that gets under my skin, I just go, all right, that one hurt. That sucked. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I just go, ouch, dude. Damn.
I've been watching another show recently, and they were talking about they were talking about exactly this, actually, ironically, which is like when you're just getting absolutely ganged up on by your friends, you're just getting steamrolled, like how do you get out of it? And they were like talking about their two different approaches. And one of them was like, whenever somebody hits me with a real zinger, I'll just say something that absolutely destroys the vibe of the whole room and just be like, so your mom's been getting real sick lately, huh?
That's awesome. That's a great. That's a really
just
good one.
Suck the air out of the whole room and be like, all right, well now nobody can have fun, I guess.
Your mom's getting real sick lately.
Shout out to Almost Fridays, the Almost Friday podcast.
Oh, they did that? That's
hilarious.
Dope.
Yeah, that was them.
I love those guys.
I've just been getting, I just discovered them. I think I'm late. I'm late to them. Yeah.
You watch them on stream. Snack turned me on to them. We watch them pretty often. They just came out with the new.
I haven't been watching any. I
haven't
watched any of their videos or anything, but I've been watching their podcast.
Yeah, no, they're.
Which is just like the stuff that we do that's actually entertaining in between the news segments. That's like all they do is just fucking.
I like
so.
What's his name? Will. What's his? I always forget his name.
Almost. Terrible with names. Don't know anybody's names. Don't know.
Will Angus. I found Will Angus like through Instagram Reels, and I'm like, damn, this dude's funny. I found him like a couple years ago when he did that. His roommate, like, I don't know if you ever saw the reel, like when somebody weird is your roommate, he's like, I need to see your testicles and shit like that. I thought that video was hilarious, and then I found Almost Friday, and then I like forgot about him, and Snack was like, yo, like, watch this guy, and I was like, oh wait, yeah, these guys.
Yeah, super funny, very, very my sense of humor. I haven't like found a podcast or anything that I wanted to watch or anything that makes me laugh in a really long time. And I've been watching their show, and I've been sitting here like genuinely laughing to myself. Yeah. So shout out to that. Check it out if you think we're funny at all, which if you do, I got bad news for you. But check out Almost Friday. It's a much more refined version of what we do. Yeah, better. Just like they're like funnier
Maybe
dudes, and
20%
like their
as good as
production
them.
value's
really
higher,
good,
and like
yeah.
they're fucking cooler, and their cocks are bigger, and like they probably have way more money and get more bitches, and fucking like they would beat the shit out of me, but like basically the same vibe.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, just tell somebody, "Ouch, man, that hurt," and they won't.
Yeah,
tease you
ouch. Hey, I'm not sure what's going on here, but it sort of feels like you're targeting me.
Anymore. Also, you sent in an article from Times of India, which I thought was egregious. So,
What, does their news not matter?
just I don't care.
Wow, that's fucked up.
No, like
There go our Indian viewers.
The 150 seconds walking workout, a rapid way to burn calories. Like, I don't. This is such an interesting article. It's also.
Well, that was the point. I didn't send it to you to be like, dude, look at how cool this 150-second workout is. I was like, we're gonna dunk on this lady because she's.
No, I know.
She's appealing to the fucking, like, everybody knows
So-
the lady that works in HR that weighs 400 pounds that eats like a salad a week and is like, I'm on a diet.
So,
This is the workout for that person.
Dr. Janani Subaraj
I think you know
has
that.
shared a 150-second walking workout on Instagram that includes
all you need.
exercises like march past, jumping jacks, high knees, butt kicks, and opposite toe touches to burn calories effectively.
That's all you need.
Health agencies recommend adults engage in at least 150 minutes of physical activity per week to combat the growing issue of obesity worldwide.
She said, fuck that, 150 minutes. I'll give you 150 seconds.
So
It's going to be a six-pack summer, ladies.
Dr. Sabaraj has shared a video demonstrating the exercises. They should be done 10 times, and this sums up to about 4,000 to 5,000 steps. So the whole routine is 150 seconds long.
Yeah, I don't know where she's getting that math from. I don't think anybody on planet Earth is cooking 5,000 steps in 150 seconds.
This makes no fucking
None of it
sense.
adds up. None of it makes any sense. She's just throwing numbers at you.
Her thing says, try this 150 seconds walking workout and burn calories easily. Repeat each exercise for 30 seconds, which is one round, and do it for 10 rounds. So that's
Which is 300 seconds,
yeah.
not 150.
So that's already double the amount.
Already false advertising.
But each exercise is 30 seconds, and I think there's 6 of them.
Yeah, it's also you could do this for 6 hours and you would lose a pound. It's jumping jacks and walking in place. This is like what the definition of like peak fitness was in like the 70s. If somebody like did jumping jacks and went for a walk around the neighborhood, they'd be like, "Oh, we got a fucking health nut over here. Got a fucking health. This guy did 20 sit-ups and walked around the neighborhood. All right, Mr. Olympia." Like, dude's wearing like a fucking sweatsuit with a towel around his neck to go for a walk around the block. It's the most exercise anybody in his family's done in generations.
So
Are you okay? You look like you just got. You look like you just got lobotomized.
I was reading the Instagram quotes because people were grilling her about this math thing. This guy goes, "You started with 150 seconds and ended up saying 10 rounds of 150 seconds, which is 1,500 seconds, calculated 25 minutes." And she just replied, "If you're unable to go walking because of weather and work," and then she just responds in Indian.
She's a brain in a petri dish, dude. She's a brain in a petri dish. It's not refined yet. She doesn't know. People are grilling her and she doesn't even know. She's just trying to compute responses.
Dude, this is like warm up for like preschool gym class.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, this is the shit they have you do in like the first 2 minutes of gym class, and then half of the class like lays their absolute fucking heart and life on the line in dodgeball, and the other half of the class just like sits on the bleachers in Cookie Monster sweatpants.
Were you a tryharder in gym? I tried hard in gym.
It depended. It depended on the day. Some days I didn't really feel like it, but
I tried a lot, really hard.
I just didn't want to be a fucking stinky, sweaty, gross little
I was
boy.
a stinky, sweaty, gross little boy in gym class, for sure.
Yeah, and in some ways you still are.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, for sure. I agree
In
with
some ways you still fucking stink like absolute shit.
that. All right. So,
Just fucking repulsively smell like toxic sludge sometimes.
the people that do smell like toxic sludge are people that play on Fortnite for too long, but now your mom can now set time limits on Fortnite as Epic Games unveils parental controls.
Fuck, dude.
So they released 2 new
fucked.
parental controls, time limits, and time reports. Now parents are able to monitor and limit how much time their kids spend in Fortnite.
Dude, that's like actually like like fucked up.
So
dude.
a child will
Like,
be
that's
able
actually,
to
like,
see their time limit in a window in game with a notification that pops up when they have 30 minutes of gaming time left.
Can you fucking imagine if like
Dude.
you and Chase, you and your boy Chase, who you met in social studies, are fucking absolutely cooking in duos, dude, and it's coming down to the last circle and it's like you got a minute left. I'd be pissed, dude. I'd be like, Mom, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep.
So,
What? I mean, I am getting straight C's, so like honestly, there's nothing wrong. Like I deserve to fucking play Fortnite all night and fucking suck down some Galaxy gas with Chase from social studies, and just fucking get high as shit on Galaxy gas and fucking play as Peter Griffin Fortnite.
So, apparently this is very common practice in China, but it's also set by the government in China. Valve
Classic.
also just released new parental controls for its Steam platform in September. Those tools, like Epic Games, lets parents restrict access to games, set time limits, and allow kids to request access to a game. So,
That, like, I think should be illegal, personally. Honestly, I think that, like, your mom shouldn't be able to tell you that, like, you need to stop playing Fortnite and go to sleep because you have school tomorrow. Because, like, honestly, she's, like, kind of a fucking bitch.
Yeah,
and, like, she doesn't
huge
understand.
bitch. When you're trying,
She doesn't
sneak the
understand that, like-
laptop to play RuneScape at 3 in the morning on a Tuesday night. That was me.
She doesn't get that, like, my life is actually really fucking hard. Like, she doesn't know what it's like to be in fucking 6th grade
doesn't.
these days.
She doesn't.
She,
no.
like, literally doesn't understand anything
Like,
at
I'm
all.
trying
She's
hard
like a
in-
fucking idiot.
trying
Has
hard in-
no idea how
yeah.
hard life
I'm
gets.
trying hard in gym's class, and I smell like toxic sludge, and then I gotta come home and I can't play Fortnite.
Like, I fucking come home from school at the end of the day, and she's bitching about, like, her second job and, like, the mortgage. And, like, now she's trying to tell me I can't play fucking Fortnite and suck Galaxy gas with the boys.
Have you seen
like,
Have you seen
literally
the-
such a
have you
stupid
seen-
fucking bitch. I hate her. I hope she
Have you
dies.
seen the Call of Duty montage clips lately, where it's just like people doing like crazy kills in COD 4, and the caption is like, "POV, your parents are struggling through the 2008 financial crisis." And
Yeah,
you're
dude,
just
crazy
getting,
times.
You're just getting quad beats.
Fucking YY ladder stall 360 off the top of high rise. Fucking knife cancel.
You're just hitting these.
The fucking the shot cancel where like your camera would slant to the side a little bit.
The silent shot. Yeah, dude. It's like POV. Your parents are getting a divorce.
Your parents just fucking took out a small loan to buy you a Hop Hog HD PVR so that you could get 7 views on a YouTube trick shot clip. Your parents just fucking liquidated the SUV so that they could buy you a fucking Black Magic, whatever the fuck they were called back in the
Dude,
day.
the capture card, Black Magic capture cards.
Yeah, I had the HD PVR.
Fuck, dude.
Thing was like the size of an Xbox itself. It was like a second Xbox.
Dude,
You
those
plug
things
it
are
into the
huge.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, gross, horrible.
And then the new Zelda game just came out called Echoes of Wisdom.
Nice.
So that's
nice.
new Zelda. You sold your Switch though, right?
Yeah,
So it's
don't need it.
animated though. It's like an animated
Aren't
type
they
art.
all?
It's like different art though. Not like
It's anime. It's an anime game. They made a Legend of Zelda anime game.
Zelda faces challenges such as escaping from jail, learning to fight a variety of foes, and solving puzzles.
Escaping from jail? What the
The
fuck?
commonality in
Where-
America.
Where have they taken this game? Yeah, you didn't. Welcome back to Hyrule. Since you last saw Link, he was thrown in prison for tax evasion. You play as the freshly incarcerated Link. You were unemployed
He's
and
hard as
arrested
fuck now.
for tax evasion. His face tattoos because of tax evasion.
He's
He was in a
fucking
tax evasion.
built like shit, dude.
Link is in prison for doing the Chase credit card scam.
Selling Galaxy gas to minors.
Yeah, Link has a crippling Galaxy gas addiction, and he can't get any behind bars. You have to break out and find your Galaxy gas dealer. But first, you need to stop along the way and collect enough shekels to buy a can of Galaxy gas to get your high.
But the first level is just trying not to get. You have this.
Experience withdrawals in real time. After 6 hours of gameplay,
You're
if
in
you
a
haven't
gang
obtained any
fight.
Galaxy gas,
You're in
you
a-
start feeling
In a
lightheaded.
gang fight.
It feels like there's ants under your skin. You need your Galaxy gas right now. Pre-order the deluxe edition for a Legend of Zelda edition
Echoes of
canister of
Wisdom.
Galaxy
Dude.
gas.
Hyrule flavored Galaxy gas.
It's got Ganondorf gas. A canister of, dude. Oh my God, you've got the limited edition, still sealed, unopened Ganondorf gas.
Squelch and Galaxy gas.
Dude, my grandpa was going through his storage unit and he still has a sealed canister of Ganondorf gas. Dude, yo, Chase from Social Studies, you trying to come over and play Fortnite and rip the fucking Ganondorf gas, bro? I'm trying to have a stroke. I'm trying to do so much. Trying to do so much Galaxy gas, I have an aneurysm.
That's such a funny fucking thing to say. Like, yo, dude, you trying to have a stroke?
Trying to do so much Galaxy gas that we have a stroke.
Dude, the Ganondorf
never
gas
regained full motor function in one of our arms. Dude, we could fucking cook Fortnite duos. We can cook Fortnite duos for exactly 45 minutes because it shuts off at 9 p.m. and then we can rip Ganondorf gas all night. It's fucking just absolutely melt our frontal lobes.
Yeah, so I guess you're not gonna pick up this game.
Probably not. No, I wasn't really thinking about it. No, not honestly. No, I haven't played the only Zelda games I played were Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and like that's all you need.
That's fair. Well, a new Zelda game came out.
Nice.
And Nintendo also debuted a new Kyoto museum. 135 years of history in it. It has Super Mario, Pokemon, and a bunch of other stuff there. So if you're ever going to go to Japan, I would definitely want to check this out if you ever go to Japan. I think it'd be cool to check out a Nintendo museum. Maybe they'll have Ganondorf gas on display.
We can only hope.
Yeah. You can also play like games with these gigantic controllers. Like this gigantic
Like the original Xbox.
Yeah. No, like they're like bigger than you. Like the whole it's a big screen and a big controller.
Not hard to be bigger than me.
It's like it's big. Okay. It looks cool.
I saw a
though.
tweet recently that was like, how come you never see old people who are over 6 feet? What, are they all just dying young or something? And somebody responded and was like, medically, yes. And I was like, nice. Sick. That was a good.
My dad's
hell yeah.
72. He's 6'2".
Yeah, but he's an anomaly. He's like that guy who fucking biohacks and like fucking drinks his son's blood and shit. And he's like, I'm gonna live 300 years. You know that guy, the billionaire?
Nope.
Who's like, oh really? He like, I'm pretty sure he like drinks his son's blood or some shit. I don't know if he actually does. Oh, I think he gets like blood infusions or something.
Transfusions. No, infusions.
Basically his
No.
whole.
It's a transfusion.
I don't know. Either way, his whole thing is that he's this like middle-aged like billionaire guy, and he's all about like I want to stay young forever, which is just so sad. He's so terrified of death, just absolutely fucking crippled by it. But he packages it as he's like, I'm like medically, I am the youngest man ever. I'm so fucking youthful. I'm gonna live forever. That's like his whole thing.
Getting blood.
I'm sure he does all sorts of fucking hacky like weird voodoo shit, but I'm pretty sure the big one that everybody was making fun of him for is that he like, I don't think he literally drinks blood, but I think he was like getting blood transfusions from his son or some shit like that. I don't know, something weird with his son. They probably smooch when the cameras are off is the vibe I'm getting. But
okay.
Anyways, that's your dad is the point that I was getting.
No, it's not. Ouch, man. What's going on here?
No, but I don't know. I saw a tweet and it was like, if you're over 6 foot, you're gonna like die soon. Basically, is what they were saying. Pretty much is the gist of it. And I was like, hell yeah, we can only hope.
So, Jesus. Well, I hope not.
It's been rough lately. Yeah.
Other headlines. Want to run through these? We can now.
Sure.
Let's just divert from that conversation.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
We can help decide the most beautiful word in the English language.
Cellar door.
So yeah, that's Cellar Door is the website actually that's doing it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So,
well, the phrase cellar doors from the movie Donnie Darko. She's like, it's like the most beautiful, like, whatever. Fucking Drew Barrymore, show your beautiful
they're
ass
on a
up.
quest to find the most beautiful word in the English language. They'll show us 2 words, and then we can choose which one we like the most, and you can, like, vote on it, and then they have a leaderboard. And they also have a Hall of Shame. So, right now, the top most beautiful word voted on has a score of 1,277 is glycogen.
I don't love it.
Second is serologic.
These aren't even real words.
Third is onset.
Okay.
Fourth
That's
is
all right.
appalling. Fifth is rowing.
Bad.
Consultations.
That's Mr. Bean.
13 is the word. Atmospheric.
Wait, the word is 13?
Yeah. Atmospheric arrest.
That's a good one. I like
And
atmosphere.
vicinity is the top 10 most beautiful words right now.
Vicinity's not bad. Some of those are absolute stinkers. I think like ethereal. I like the word ethereal.
Is good. How do you?
It feels like what it means. You know,
Ethereal
does a really good job of the word itself conveys what it means. I like it.
Not even on the top 97, 100.
Horrible, terrible.
Caterpillars
Absolutely
is
bad.
on here.
Sucks.
And then the Hall of Shame. The first word is Nazi.
Yeah, you show them. You show them.
The second is assumpsit. Assumpsit. Third is
Yeah, I
friars.
don't like that.
Fourth
That's
is
not even that bad.
something. Like something spelled without the G.
Not a word.
Fifth is tyranny. Sixth is
Yeah, tyranny is
symptomatic.
bad.
I think symptomatic is a cool
I don't
word.
like. I don't
like
mind symptomatic.
like
It's
that
fun to
word.
say.
Seventh is hui. H-U-I.
The Nintendo. Wait.
Number 8 is cation. A positively
racist.
charged ion. Number 9 is
Oh, I
Nazis.
thought you said Cajun.
Plural Nazi.
Okay, we get it.
And 10
we
is
get it.
pool.
List. Pool's not bad.
11's
Pool is such a
bulge.
nothing word. What is it? Bulge?
Yeah.
I like bulge.
Number
I mean,
23
the
is
word.
superintendents.
That's sick. That's a
That's a
sick
great
word.
Manhood is
This
68.
list is backwards. Best or worst?
Worst.
Feels woke. Feels woke to me. I think this list went woke.
Yeah, so
I think this list
you
is
can,
suffering
if you
from
go
the
to
woke mind virus.
seller-door.com.
I got a couple friends who are Nazis. They're good guys.
Oh,
It feels like something I've read on X about 5 times in the past week.
yeah, that's problematic to say, man.
A thread. What you misunderstood about the Nazis. What
favorite-
people are misunderstanding about the
My
Nazis.
favorite are the people that are making fun of the LinkedIn ones. It's like, my wife was killed in a horrible car accident by a drunk driver. Here's
Here's 5
7
things I
proof-
learned about fucking SEO optimization.
Yeah, here's 7 ways that you can get better at A to B business selling. I have 6 months to live for my terminal brain cancer.
Yeah. My newborn baby has been given 6 months to live. Here's 5 ways I learned how to nail the interview as a result. That's so good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on X, unironically, I saw a post the other day that was it was a
Spange
screenshot
Bob.
from it was a screenshot from the Wolfenstein games. You've played the Wolfenstein games, right?
Yeah.
It's the sequence where like the Nazis have taken over and it's like 1950s America like preserved. And somebody was like, this is supposed to represent a dystopia, but like the streets are clean, nobody's high, there's no homeless people, and like blah, blah, blah. They were like, what's the bad part? I don't get it. And meanwhile, there's literally a guy in like a head to toe like gas mask suit with an assault rifle walking down the sidewalk with Nazi patches on. And people are like, what do you mean, what's bad? Like, do you need me to circle it? Like right there. The guy with the fucking assault rifle that shoots 9,000 rounds per second patrolling the streets to make sure you don't like have an opinion or he's gonna vaporize you. Oh man, what a great app. I love the vibes
Dude,
on there these days.
I literally just opened it, and the first picture is Elon Musk jumping, but in the background is the 9/11 towers.
All right, let's wrap the show up.
Jumper. Jesus Christ. that whole, we could do a whole episode of just shit we see on Twitter and just comment.
That was vile. I thought you were saying his arms were the towers.
I fucking wish. No, it's just him like look like he jumped out of the tower. Jesus
man.
Christ.
This is what we do it for. It's all for the love of the game.
Anyways, quick sports news. The playoffs are in full swing for baseball. Pete Rose passed away. Dude, Pete Rose passed away, and the headline on ESPN was like, Pete Rose, known for being banned for betting, dies. On ESPN.
Wow, that's fucked up. That's all-time level hating. That's insane.
He was 83, and Dikembe Mutombo passed away due to brain cancer. It was pretty rocky.
Imagine
sports. sports stuff this week.
Imagine if like we built this show up from nothing and it became like a really successful show and we were able to like hire a team and we had employees and we started a production company and all this shit, and then you died and it was like Connor Zelensky, known for his weak wrists, dies at 62. Like, I'd be pissed.
Dropping my full name's crazy too on a podcast. Thanks for that.
Oh well, whatever. It's too late. I'll post my address in the Discord.
Cut that out. Also, why?
I'll post my home address. I don't know, because it'd be the best headline. It'd be funny.
Fuck. Dropping my full name is just.
That's all right. You did it to me. You did it to me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You posted it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
When would I do that?
I made you change it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I just gotta cut it out. Whatever.
No, whatever. Who cares?
I don't really care. If you find me, just kill me at this point.
Yeah, honestly, we're all gonna get drone strikes soon anyways.
30 years this year is the anniversary for All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
It's a little early to be talking about all that.
Is it? I think it's just in time.
We haven't even had Halloween or Thanksgiving yet.
People are already looking forward to Christmas, but this year marks
I know.
the 30th anniversary of the seemingly most popular Christmas song of all time. So that's this year. The latest box office. We're going to do box office every week now. Joker comes in at number 1 at $40 million. The Wild Robot 2, Beetlejuice 3 at $10.3 million, Transformers 1, and Speak No Evil in the top 5.
The Wild Robot looks fire.
I wanted to see that Megalopolis movie.
Francis Ford Coppola movie that he funded himself, that people are saying it's either the greatest or the worst movie they've ever seen in their entire lives.
I
no
think
in
that's
between.
pretty awesome.
I feel like everybody who's seen it is like, it's a masterpiece, or like, this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life, and I'm worried that I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna be like, it was alright.
You're gonna be like,
I'm gonna be like the one guy that's like right in the middle. I'm like, I
That would
didn't
suck.
care, and I just completely missed out.
I've seen Joker
the
2
fun.
get like fucking just vilified.
It's getting dunked on, absolutely fucking
It's
dunked
getting
on
so
and pissed
it's
on.
getting so vilified that like people are seeing it for the meme. It's made
Yeah, you show
$121
them.
million,
You give them your money.
Yeah, so that's your top 5 box office. So
Yeah, interesting week. It's going to be a fire finish to the year, though, for movies. If you're going to go see a movie, go see The Substance. Bring your family. Bring your mom. Bring your kids.
Megalopolis only made $1 million this weekend.
Yikes.
Number
Pretty sure Francis Ford Coppola sold his winery to make that movie.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's probably got plenty of money, though.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
And the Princess Diaries 3 prequel is coming. I know you're a big fan of Princess Diaries.
The Princess Diaries 3 prequel, wouldn't that just be The Princess Diaries 2?
Well, no, 3 is the next.
It's the third one. It's the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait for
Also,
that.
this week's Word of the Week.
Seated. I'm so seated. Ooh, Word of the Week.
Ensconced.
Hell yeah. That's so true.
Meaning settled comfortably.
Me and my buddies are going to go hit the bars and get fucking ensconced later.
Yeah? That's good.
Well, I'm just saying that's how you would use it in a sentence.
Yeah. Or I'm ensconced in my bed right now.
Or like I just woke up and I ensconced in my pants again last night. Every fucking day this week, dude. I wake up with my pants full of ensconcement.
You're fucking vile. That's unhinged behavior.
Have you ever ensconced in your pants before?
Oh, yeah.
In your sleep?
Yeah.
I haven't, and I think there's something wrong with me medically.
You haven't?
Never.
It's pretty
not
fucking
once.
Like the dream is cool.
It doesn't sound dope
You wake up
by
pretty
any
happy,
means,
but then like you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
You
Like
gotta
I don't
clean
feel like
up.
I'm missing out, but I just feel like there's probably something like medically wrong with me.
I think everybody should experience one time. That's something maybe you should. Hopefully, you'll experience one time.
I'll try. I'm trying my hardest. I'm doing all I can over here.
I believe in you. Just
Drinking
like
straight tomato sauce.
just fucking think really hard. Maybe it'll happen.
Is that what it's like for you? That looked painful. That looked like you were trying to
Usually it's
piss out a
painful.
nail. It looked like you were trying to piss out a rusty nail, is what that looked like.
Hughes, that's our show, man. We
You're
did it.
damn right it is.
Episode
We
4
did
in the
it. We
books,
made it
bro.
through.
Might be our best one yet. We're not really good at
Streets
keeping
are saying.
time. I think we should just start.
Terrible.
We should just start. We said 2. We should just start pushing 2:30. We are usually 2:30 or less.
There's no structure to this show at all,
So,
and that's why
that's
that's
not
what the people
true.
love. That's what the people love about it.
There's structure.
That's what the people love about it is they
There's
show up
10
and they don't know what's
polls.
gonna happen, and we show up and we don't know what's gonna
There's
happen.
10 polls. We take segmented
There's
breaks.
fucking 10 pull in my pants
Full of ensconcement.
because I have a boner
Okay. dude.
on my penis. I have a boner on my penis. It's so good. I'm just start using that one. I just freestyled that.
Yeah, that's
just came
pretty
up
good,
with that
man.
one on my own.
That's pretty
Off the
good.
top of my head. Just, I'm telling you, dude, I could walk into any fucking open mic and crush. Kill the room. Just hard cut to me at a comedy club. They introduce me. I go up there and I go, I got a fucking boner on my penis in my pants. And they're all like, we should kill this guy. They're like, we need to follow this guy to the parking lot and kill him with rocks.
You only have 5 minutes, and in that 5 minutes, you want those.
I'm gonna become a professional crowd killer. I'm gonna go to comedy clubs and just suck the air out of every room I walk into.
People love to go on after you because they could possibly do worse.
No, they would hate to go after me because the crowd is like mad instead of having a good time. That's all right. I don't need to do that. There's already people doing that at comedy
That is
clubs
true.
all across the country.
I run a comedy show every Friday, Saturday now, and there's some people that are just
All right, cool
fucking
guy.
horrible. No, it's not. It's fucking.
You're a club
just-
promoter.
No.
Z's a club
I'm not
promoter.
Club promoter. I'm not
He's a
club
bottle
promoter.
girl.
I'll never be.
Z's a bottle girl.
I'll never. Okay.
Z walks around with the light up signs that you put custom
Say my name at the
messages
door.
on.
Get $10 off. Fucking entry.
I'll fucking show you my tits.
Say your name at the door. My tits are yours.
Yeah, Z's a bottle girl.
Do you think I get paid well as a bottle girl?
Hell yeah.
You think?
Hell yeah, dude. You throw on a bikini and you brought out bottles of Veuve Clicquot to fucking the little sparklers in them.
I always wanted to get those at a bar. For my
What, the
birthday this year,
bottles
can
with
you
the-
come up to visit and
And we'll go to a club
You
and
get
we'll
sparklers?
get bottles. I'm down.
yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Thanks, man.
Fuck it. It'd be like the opening scene in Blade where they're like shooting fucking
Dude.
blood out of the sprinklers, but it's cum. Just shooting cum on everyone.
Jesus Christ. Really fell off here at the end.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here.
I'm gonna
They need to raise the price of podcast equipment immediately. Less people need to be
we
able to
still
talk
have
into
We
microphones.
still have all the equipment.
I know. They need to take it away from us. That's what people are going to be saying. They're going to be like, somebody fucking send a repo man to take these people's microphones away.
Let's kill this guy.
We need to follow this guy outside and kill him.
All right, I'm gonna rate out to Joe Mike. Huge, you have any shouts you want to say this week? You doing anything fun?
I don't think I earned it. No, nothing fun. I got a fucking hurricane coming. I'm about to shit my pants. I gotta go.
We'll see if we even have a show next week. If you won't be
Yeah,
here.
I might not be here next week. I might not be of this earthly
Might
realm
have to-
by this
might
time
be
next
the final
week.
episode, man. That's crazy.
This might be the last time you see a light in my eyes.
Well, be safe, brother. I got nothing going
I'll
on
try.
this week either, so I'm just chilling.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully some
That's
streams.
sick. I love that.
If Hughes dies, who replaces him as co-host? There's no replacement.
And literally
There's no
anybody.
replacement.
Literally,
Show
it could
ends.
be anybody.
Show ends
And
up.
it would probably be an upgrade.
So
You could just fucking go on Craigslist and find a guy, and he'd probably.
does Craigslist still
Peop-
exist?
People would be like, around episode 5, the show really picks up. If you're trying to get into it, just skip the first 4. Start at episode 5.
Honestly, if you die, that'd be a great marketing ploy. It's like, yo, my co-host died. We're just trying to
Be the
restart.
greatest contribution I probably ever had to the
No,
content
no.
space. It's leaving it
Ensconcement,
permanently.
ensconcement in your pants and Ganondorf gas. Top
I
tip.
hope they talk about my weak wrists when I die, because if those are my accolades,
How do you manage the strength of your wrist?
I don't know, fucking be more of a man, I guess,
That's
than
fair.
I am. Be a better man than me.
All right, gang. Thanks for being here for Normal Conversation, episode 4. We'll be back here for episode 5, hopefully with Hughes not underwater next week. But until then, gang, thanks for listening. Whether it's here in live stream or anywhere else, let's go say hi to Joe. Take care, gang.